We met a Hellbourne. That's kind of what I remember. Nice enough. Oh, that is just how D&D Beyond does their weapons now because of 2024. Yeah. Yep. That's why I'm gonna play a fighter. Uh, Charm. That should be like really like rough, like mentally. Like German beers, I know have a bigger fog. I don't think anyone here is metric. Dumb fuck. He has brain damage. All right. Last session on Dragon Ball Z, we gave Fane the book. He read the book. He didn't get exhausted by the book. He learned some things about harnessing deity emotions for energy. Is what I vaguely remember about all that.
It was kind of complicated, but kinda, I guess.
Give me a minute.
If I remember correctly, it was how to meld souls.
I do vaguely remember that a little bit as well.
Yeah.
You're up in was it section 3 you read? Finalization of Divine Sorrow?
Yeah.
No, he learned about the fact that emotional residue, emotional energy can be used to amplify the effect of the sun of this.
The more
traumatizing and sorrow, and the more traumatizing the pain is, the stronger the result will be. And building certain empath mirrors can expand the thing greatly. Anyway.
Yep. Anyway, but in addition,
and I understand what you meant by nuclear football.
Yes. In addition, Morza Bella came. She assisted us. We gave her a Moonblade, despite my protests and the fact that I'm the guardian of them. You little shits. I'm gonna remember this.
You could have just said no.
I did say no. I said no. But
then you should have not given it.
But
we didn't want to give it. You did.
No, I didn't. Party vote came up.
Yes, you did.
No, she didn't.
Party vote happened, and Moonblade was given.
Yeah.
That's a
continue. Just continue.
Anyway, but we got rings that turned us into Hellborn demons. Something that made us appear as Hellborn demons or tieflings or what have you.
Fucking disguise suffering, basically.
Yes.
Hellborn and demons are supposedly different.
They are.
They are. Anyway, but we made our way. We got there. Verleana met a friend. That friend offered to help us for a price, which was a bunch of Fane's gold, which is a sacrifice that Verleana is willing to make.
What is it offered again? I forget. Top of my head.
It was a lot of money.
8,000 gold.
What did she offer again exactly? I
remember. Information. We learned about Roath, the enforcer, and a little bit about that Jester lady who cursed the prince.
I got more information for you about that too.
Oh, that's cool.
I think we left off in the forest area.
Yeah, around trees. Yeah, it's.
Well, doubt is still near, guys, as we return to our previous thing. I need to go pull up my information. Excuse me, my notes are a giant fucking mess. So, the other piece of information the doubt says, development Mall Fortress isn't just the personal residing point of Roaf, it's a prison. Roaf is effectively the warden.
And our goal isn't to fight Roaf, it's
and
to recover the thing.
Yes, it is. Can we just stop to appreciate how many times we keep finding wardens?
You found 2.
Too many, if you ask me.
Technically 3. No, 2.
Yeah, I have severe trauma with wardens. Can we
I don't give a shit what you have trauma-wise. But Roaf is described as the enforcer of Ashira, and he has his own personal guard of specialized warriors. They're best described as militant succubuses, because that's what Ashira's realms is. And her final description of it is, it is separated off the main island by a large bridge, and the island itself is floating. And she says to wish you luck. Any other questions?
Any more information based on the jester we asked about?
What were you told last time?
She is not directly like working for, but she does deal with Ashura. You know, she's like a freelancer more than a subject.
Yeah, she doesn't know very much
We
about her.
also know those elves that were mentioned before about like Exelion. They came here before.
Elf?
Elves,
Hmm.
the divinity, which we think.
Elves?
Yeah, elves. That's what you
They're not
say. They're
elves.
elves.
No. She said the elf. She described Felion as an elf.
No,
Divinity were
we
not
didn't ask.
discussed.
We did not ask about Exelion.
She
They
mentioned
just.
him.
Yeah,
She mentioned an elf-looking fellow that she knew his name was Extelion.
Oh, we were not told that was Exelion.
Yes, you
Sorry.
were.
No, we were not.
I know.
Oh.
Extelion has been here before. And the divinity has been here. I'm like 90% sure I told you this, but I could be also wrong because my memory has been shot. With that, I think we're ready to move on. So how's this situation working? You're leaving the airship of town, I believe, right? With the crew?
Yeah. Currently, they're residing outside, just floating around.
Okay. You bringing Aurora or Mox with?
Uh,
I feel like if we bring Mox, he's gonna go talk to the guards and try to sell him some.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, probably. Though I don't know if it's safer for Aurora to be with us or on the ship, because both brings their negatives.
Well, Aurora doesn't need to hide her presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Most
you
demons
know,
do not go near her.
Because she's
Her presence alone is a giant warning.
hey, we can't say that for every demon.
Oh, yeah, that might be like a beacon to them.
But yeah, if she wants to be around us, I guess we can take her.
I'm saving that to the party decisions here. As I attempt to open my fucking can of nicotine.
Yeah,
We do
but
need to
probably
pretend
then
to
being
bring her.
alone, we should probably bring her.
Yeah, we should probably bring her because if she gets kidnapped, we're fucked.
And from what would happen last time with you and the music, her being around is a lot safer for her.
Why the fuck are these bullshit
Yeah.
fucking...
I prefer her not to go ape shit.
They're fucking bullshit can. Any other inputs? Brian, Requiem, anything you want to add?
Not at the moment.
Aha! I got my nicotine out of the can. I'm gonna hear him modifying a can.
Yeah, that's all good, man. We're just thinking. Maybe
I need a spitter.
you think it'd be wise to see if there's any like low tier vendors among the like shops and whatnot here. Like I know it's bad to buy from Gehenna, but they're probably not gonna poison basic healing potions. They want people to still buy from them
I
if
mean,
there are
yeah, there's low
jackasses.
tier vendors, yeah, but the issue is, what are you gonna buy with? Current gold is not really a currency here.
Was
Hey,
life.
we have 3
Gold
souls
or
of
silver.
high value. We can probably get like a few potions for it. Though I'm saying I probably don't want to give like these are some high value souls we have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to just give that away. I could still have like use for them.
One thing you can trade resources. Raw ore is something, or raw ore ingots are something that can be traded with because those are valuable to them. Gold, they don't really have a use for.
What about
Iron, steel, void metal, star steel are all highly sought after commodities.
what about basic like enchanted gear, like a +1 bow?
Trading you can definitely trade.
Yeah, I'd probably
That is
trade
an
for some
option.
potions. Because I have no use for a +1 bow right now. It's just kind of sitting there.
What's the rarity of it? Common or uncommon?
Uncommon, yeah.
I gotta look at the healing potion types right here. You can trade the bow for, I would definitely say, a greater healing potion.
Yeah.
That is actually within the price range. If you look at the greater healing potion, it is a different color than the ones you find. The ones on your world are red. These ones are a dark blue. But in demon, they are on the bottle rated demon. It says healing potion or greater healing potion. Not greater, but they say it's healing potion.
Yeah. Would I assume for like my knowledge this to be based on like the different resources around the area?
Yes,
Not some
they
like
use different materials
alteration.
for the healing potions due to the fact that
Yeah.
certain items that you would make healing potions for in your world are not present here, so they have to adapt.
Yeah. Alright. Fair deal.
Any other questions or things you want to do?
Hmm. I was told about this some time ago. Are there like solar bodies and like moons above us? Suns?
As mentioned before, there is a single piercing sun that is. If I pull you back to the map,
We going to the map. Going to the
that
map,
is
dude.
indeed what you see in the sky most of the time. It looks like a sun eclipsed by a black horizon of a black hole. Kind of a weird coloration. It still produces light. The right light is slightly more red in color, though. Um, though there is a day and night cycle, though it does not seem the same as yours. It seems like their days are around 40 hours long, and nights around 20 hours long.
Oh, that must suck for us.
So it is a 60-hour day.
Hmm.
That's so sad.
They have two moons. One of them is green, and one of them is a deep purple.
Did like the sky seem to change at all when we went from the Borderlands to the Asura's domain?
Yes, the sky changes colors, but the moons and the sun stay the same.
Yeah, so the solar bodies are fixed, but sky color is different.
Yep. That is definitely based off the Demon Lord's presence power. Borderlands is more of a black coloration, whereas the Ashira's Realm is primarily a deeper blue. Kind of similar. Your worlds, actually, I think your world skies are actually purple, if I remember correctly.
Based on like the watercolor, it'd probably be purple.
Yeah, everything's purple in your world. I think it's funny.
Do the celestial body, like from my knowledge, do they like hold any significant importance, like religious wise, or
No.
because
The
they're
denizens of
just
hell,
there?
they just consider it there.
Yeah, it's just something really nice to look at.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
None currently.
Oh, fuck.
We know there was like Ravager, like humans who just like followed demons and weren't demons themselves. Are they anywhere around? Like low
Not
tier
currently
people?
here.
Yeah, only demons are allowed, not like followers.
No, followers can be in Gehenna, just you don't see any currently in the area.
Oh, alright.
Those are cultists who have pledged themselves to a demon.
Yeah.
So they are not demons yet, but they have basically pledged themselves.
Yeah, they're
Similar I would best describe them as similar to a vampiric thrall. They're not vampires themselves, but they are in service. Hello, Norgard. Alright. Rickham or Brian, you have anything to say?
No, not anything to add to this.
Oh, Brian's been awfully quiet, so I don't know if he's here or not.
I just
Unless
got
you're
nothing to add.
Okay. Fane, you have anything?
No, I'm good.
Shall we continue along with our journey?
Yes.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Do, 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 do. Need it. All right. You guys continue along with your journey. Following the rocky coastline with the ocean down below. Eventually, after about an hour or so of traveling, the forest gives way to a wasteland. As you walk through this, there are large skeletal bones protruding out of the wasteland, stretching extremely high. But in the distance, you do see the road continues along towards a small mountain range. Obviously, to the right of the path, far in the far distance, you can see Ashura's large palace at the center of the island, on top of a large mountain. But, give me rounds of perception checks from everyone.
All right.
Sure. Hey, pretty good.
Try something real quick. Here.
Meteor swarm is cast upon your location.
Now I'm looking at a new bot. Our current bot has an issue where it does not support half of the YouTube videos I wish to use. Because it says YouTube is not supported. Despite the fucking fact it is! I'm gonna try some, talk about shells for a brief minute.
How dare they defy the sanctity of art?
What?
He's drunk. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, just Musico's posted its little thing in art.
I haven't even read it. I don't care what the bots say. They always say some variety of bullshit.
Yeah, but why in art? Just because there's nothing in it and they wanted to be first? How dare they?
What the fucking commands of this bot?
You should add Igni. Ingi, not Igni. He'll use it. He'll put shit in there.
Which one did you add? Musico?
There's the commands. How in the fuck does this work? What is that symbol? What is that symbol? That's the fucking command. New bot inbound. You've been warned. It's gonna work. What? I need a vote. Give me a minute here. Those bots. It's one of those bots.
Ones where you have to vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it works. Sounds better than the other one.
Yeah.
That was the testing music real quick. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, are we getting jumped? Oh fuck! Oh no!
It was the same music before. It was the one I started the fucking game with.
It doesn't sound like it. Sounds a lot more upbeat. This is a really better bot.
Yes. The other one had wanted me to fucking. We need you to. So if I do this.
$1 trillion.
Oh, it actually listens to me. There you go. So yeah, you have entered into a wastelandic area with large skeletal bones going through it. What were your prescriptions? 9, 26, 16. Fane, where's yours?
So I was doing some research.
Stop looking at porn.
I'm not looking at porn.
Stop looking at porn.
Trying to make some money.
So you are starring in porn?
Yes, sir.
Why is this the conversation we have?
Well, no
'Cause
one
it's
else
annoying
would
to
start
Rusty.
anything up.
'Cause you guys
Currently,
are-
we got the good and the bad team. Nice.
All right. So continuing through this little wastelandic area, you occasionally see in the distance, uh, looks like native wildlife in the distance, kind of wandering around. Um, the best way to describe them is they do not look like the wildlife custom to your world. For example, you do see a large elk in the distance, but it has 3 heads on it.
A bronc?
And it looks at you guys before it kind of like saunters off in the distance down a hill where you can no longer see it anymore.
Can I like check the soil in the surrounding area and with my like knowledge of nature and how things grow,
Soil,
figure
say?
out yeah, soil, like dead surrounding forest land, why this area died. Why is it a wasteland?
What check would you like to argue?
Nature, my knowledge of how
Sure.
this thing functions and whatnot.
Give me a nature.
Ah, do. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. 29.
As you look around, the surrounding area appears to be effectively the soil has had its its nutrients have been siphoned out, and it seems to play into a fact that it's a graveyard. Most likely, the giant skeletal bones you are seeing are in fact some sort of magical creature from back in the day, and their corpses have tainted the land. Though wildlife is still roaming around here, this just seems to be a little sparse area.
Maybe some creatures trying to invade and they got struck down and poisoned the land.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
All right. Brian, can you roll me a d4? Amazing.
I like rolling one.
Oh, there we go. Worked.
He starts hitting things. Fane. Fane.
Yes, sir.
As you guys are, the party's traveling through this area, you start to see glimpses of what is known as a echo of the past. I just got message. I'm gonna go kill someone.
It wasn't me.
No, I'm being told to go check out food. I'm not hungry right now. I had a large juicy bike sub earlier. So fucking good. Anyway. As your vision kind of fades, you see, or you're not really fading. You can still walk and you see things normally, but you see the land as it once was, a vibrant plateau or vibrant like plains. And you start to see the flashes of arcane energy, and you see large shadowy, large figures that you can't really make out details of engaging in some sort of combat.
Oh. And these are not real. These are fake.
They were real.
Yeah, it's similar to like the corpse fields.
Echoes of the past echoes of the past are events in which strong emotional or magical energy has tied to the area, and sometimes visions of what happened here can be seen.
It's not the first time we've seen this.
Hmm?
I don't think it's the first time we've seen echoes like this. We saw them at the battle site where
That is what I just said.
Yeah, you've seen him at the corpse field. I think you've also seen him 2 times before, I would like to say. I could be wrong. I'm almost certain, but I definitely could be wrong here.
Yeah, either 2 or 3.
But you also see surrounding these large figures are hundreds of winged figures that are engaging them in combat. The vision persists for another minute before eventually dissipates, and your sight returns to normal, and you're greeted with this gray landscape with large booms.
I want to go to the field. I want to look around.
Okay. Well, what are you looking for? Just
Any relics that were left?
relics.
Anything that could be the tie of the emotional stuff?
The bones
emotional
are the
energy?
tie.
I do want to look for an item or something.
Well, you can be a reception, but I'm telling you now, it's because of the creatures that died here.
Yeah, I know. But maybe there's like something here that would be interesting. Was
I
it
got you.
perception you wanted?
Perception or investigation. Okay, let you do your choice.
Damn.
Jesus. Oh, you know what? So, Fane, as you kind of deviate off the path, like the path also isn't really like it's a walking path, so there's not very like stonework, but you walk up to a large skull. Now, I need to describe this. A single tooth of this skull is the size of you, and it's half protruding out of the ground. Like you can see one of the eye sockets.
I'll gently excavate it from the ground.
You want to excavate it?
The skull?
Did you not just get how big it is?
No, I didn't hear that part.
You are the size of a single tooth.
Hmm.
Massive.
Move Earth does have a use.
You could move Earth if you desired.
I
But
don't think
there's
I
no
have
way
Move
you
Earth.
can store this, though. I'll tell you now. The weight of it does not fit any bag of holdings.
But hear
So
me
that's
out. You just said it's a skull. I
No,
want to animate it.
don't be silly.
Which you can go try.
I do
Right.
want to look
Oh,
inside.
I'll
its,
definitely fucking try.
I want to look inside its visible eye socket.
It's empty.
Hmm.
You can see like the connecting point where like you can see a hole that leads to the brain where the optical nerve would connect.
Anything inside?
You see dust, dirt, and a six-legged rodent that just looks at you very annoyed.
Firebolt. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That's mean. And it's just its eye that's protruding, right?
Yeah, I mean the upper part of the skull is protruding too, but like you can just—this is the only part you can really see, and you can see part of its jaw, its upper jaw.
Now, could you tell me if I prayed now, would that be like a beacon for the universe?
No,
Okay.
prayer would not be a beacon.
Good.
I would mention that your god's presence would have a weakened state here because Gehenna has its own. How do I put it? It's kind of outside the area.
Yeah. I just want to know more about this giant, but I don't have Move Earth, so I
Give me a religious check. Religious check.
Sure. Imagine the one thing that my character is about is not my highest roll.
You follow blindly.
As you do attempt to, you do get a sense of this was a divine being. Who it was, what it was, is unknown. All that remains is the remains of the creature.
I'll pray for it while Verleana does the fucky things.
I'll tell you now, Brian. Animate Dead does not do anything.
Man.
Would speak with dead?
I'm actually going to require a. Give me an ability check with your intelligence. Not an arcana. Just give me like a straight intelligence check, Brian. Just, or which one of you wants to do Speak of Dead?
I was gonna do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, just
Sure.
Try
Just give me
it.
straight intelligence.
Can we like group cast it?
yeah.
What, Brian?
I'll
Were you saying something? Oh,
I was just saying Simon can roll it.
Okay.
Yeah. Did it go through? Oh, 22.
I will say you were granted one question. Due to the sheer power of this creature that once was, the Speak with Dead is only able to get you one.
Fascinating.
Who were you?
Who was this?
Yes, let's figure that out. I'm curious. My name's Greg.
My name is Tony. The deep voice rumbles as the kind of like an echoey voice, like emanating. It's a deep voice, and it's kind of echoing slightly as it's like coming out of this hollow skull. O Tom, Lord of the Skies, brother to Baron Vala.
Would Simon, hearing that name, be familiar with it?
I would say no.
Ancient
This would be a forgotten deity, long forgotten.
But brother to Aaron Vala. We do know that.
Yeah, you know who Aaron Ball is.
Yeah.
I would say he would
What's
use a different
Aaron
name.
Ball
I'm just
again?
going to tell you. He says basically it's Aaron Ball.
Yeah, Aaron Vala was the god of the fire elves, who
No,
was
Aaron
also
Ball
brother
is the
to.
sun god,
Yeah, that's what I say. There was also the other brother, the Aaron
Narvala.
Narvala.
He was not a I don't believe he was a brother of Aaron Vala.
He-
They just have a similar name because that is their Elvish name.
Oh, alright.
Vala means power in Elvish.
Yeah, Aaron and Aaron. You know, it's hard to see E and A from Mike.
No, I got you. No, he just says his name is Oktan. That is his name. Most likely the old elves had a different name for it. But you now realize you are in a graveyard of gods.
That's fucking terrifying.
We had a graveyard and I can't do shit.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Oh shit! Is there any
Well, these
Oh, you want to go first, or should I?
go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Is there any star steel nearby, like buried or whatnot?
I will require a series of checks for that. I take a look. Move on to Brian real quick before we move on to that.
As these are the remains of fallen gods, similar to uh, what Simon had just asked. Is there a way to extract any of the ambient power that's left within them?
I would say you can perform a ritual to try and channel some of the energy. It's based on your skill. It might take a little around an hour.
Nice.
You'll need a. Well, yeah, but Brian's got to set up the ritual. It will require basically you're trying to transfer power and kind of pick something up. So it'll be about an hour-long ritual. I mean, you can just chill here for a bit.
Is
Already?
she trying to eat the power?
No, she's trying to just any resident power to absorb or take it.
Man, we need Kobolite.
Yeah, so could I assist in any way?
Want
Ooh,
to help?
ooh, the
Nick,
dichotomy.
I don't think Brian needs your help. I'd say you can help Simon. Simon or Fane, you guys can divide the roles. I need a perception and an arcana.
I got the Arcana.
I have advantage
I
with Arcana,
will-
but I only have a +3.
I got a plus
I
14,
will-
and I got an advantage.
Never mind.
What's
up,
up?
Brian?
I will also like to ask, would they get perception or advantage on the perception because I've excavated a large area of ground? Likely
Shane rolled a
exposed
27.
himself.
I don't think it's going to matter, though. But yes, Shane rolled advantage. I'll give it that.
No.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna flash a genius +6, so I got a. Why isn't it going? Weird. I got a 30. Give me 1 second. 30. 35.
The pair of you working together over the hour, kind of like wandering around the area, looking for anything. You actually find some scattered nuggets of star steel, and as you kind of like dig around a little bit, you find 2 pounds of star steel.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Simon
not like
will-
solid. It's like multiple pieces, but the weight equals to the 2 pounds.
Yeah. Simon would pocket that. Maybe it'll work.
So
There we go. Yeah, it's working now.
I have a question.
What's up?
What would happen if we were to, use dead god bones as, say, as the shaft of arrows or for arrowheads?
Maybe let's not do that.
I mean, that's an idea.
It's dead god. It's not like he's gonna. If he can fight demons one more time, I think he'll be happy.
I think it'd be more about chipping off fragments of it. Because stuff
Right.
essentially decomposes down to star steel, right?
No,
The
the bones
power
do
does.
not. The blood of a god does. Star steel
Just
is
to remains in general.
I'm basically going to say it's basically the blood. The flesh has its own properties too, but it won't be made in star steel. The bones they have the innate power behind them. Yes. What tools do you have access to, Requiem?
Well, theoretically, with Simon here, any tool we want. But
You want to do the check. Simon just did his check. This is your check.
So
I'm trying to divide it up.
I got Tinker's tools, herbalism kit, thieves tools, alchemist kit, land vehicles.
Drive the
Ride the
bones.
bone.
Drive the bones.
Drive the bone. But
Also got carpenters and masons tools.
yes, but I think Tinker's tools to try and because I assume that because it's a god's bone, there's a magical aspect to this. To try and get enough of the material itself to use for like even just 2 or 3 arrowheads. This and
give me a Tinker's tool check.
Okay, Tinker's tool. All right. I will. In that case, using intelligence most likely. So I'm just gonna roll my investigation skill. As from D&D Beyond, I can't roll the skill tools.
You could carve armor out of the tooths.
Oh, 21. 21.
With your tools, you're able to chip away enough bone. Like as you do this, you realize these bones are extraordinarily dense.
Mm-hmm.
They put metal to shame. So by the hour you have, you can get like I'm gonna say 5 fragments for arrowheads.
All right.
But otherwise, like you're exhausted. I'm saying you are going to. Give me a con save.
All right.
This is physically demanding. Just you're like, oh, he's only 5 arrowhead. Like you are hitting these things.
A 13.
All right, you avoid a exhaustion level.
Okay.
But you can add 5. I'll figure out something for later.
Yeah, I figured. I have 5 arrowhead fragments.
No, they'll remind me later.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can add them. Like some. Requiem or not Requiem. Brian, could you give me an Arcana check?
Never from the one I did earlier.
Did you want earlier?
Yeah, for the ritual I rolled a 34.
I mean, he didn't ask for it, but
Oh, I'll allow it. I didn't realize.
awesome.
Well, it was
Nice.
once. He said I was using my skill, so I went ahead and rolled it.
You guys get some XP.
Ooh.
I will say the party gets from Brian's efforts. Let me do the math real quick. Sorry.
Level 13.
You get 750 XP for your efforts.
All right.
That is per person. So your total is 111,433. As you kind of take some of the energy from the god and use it to empower yourself. It's going to use some XP.
You think this might be a remnant from the Void War? That's currently mine. Like Simon's like headspace, like such old, and it even being here, it's probably back when they fought. Would make sense.
Possible. It's a
What?
forgotten god, so we're
Yeah,
looking at
and
Mythic
it
Age?
being in, but it being in Gehenna is like, yeah, that's probably Void War.
Void
Oh,
War,
man, I got a
Mythic
fucking
Age.
Brian died.
Yeah, a Void War is when the like Demon Lord's force fell and the war began. Like Mythic Age, yeah.
Deaths again. Brian had one death so far, so I update him. Slick died too in that fight. So that's
Yeah.
Requiem is still winning with
Yeah,
2
also
deaths.
one per Seabass because they taunted the Kane guy and got
You are
Power.
Eviscerated.
yeah.
Turned into
That is
Also,
smart.
3 more Demon Souls for Warlord and the 2 dragons.
That is
3 more.
true.
So what's the
That'd be
total at
5.
now? I haven't used
5.
any of them yet.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Alright.
Bear in mind, they can be currency here.
Yeah, and Dragon Souls probably go for a bitch ton. Considering their rarity.
Fuck. I would like to chip off a little bit of the god to use as a pick for my guitar.
You can take one of Sylvia's.
Thanks, Sylvia.
I will slap you.
Thanks, Sylvia. I appreciate it. I do want to get my own though, because those are like once in a lifetime.
What tools do you have access to?
I could probably just ask her to help me.
She already did her check.
I got Mason's tools.
But you already did your check. You got Star Steel.
I know, but he like aided in that thing too, so
I mean,
Technically, you
he
shouldn't be allowed to.
yeah, but he doesn't have proficiency with the tools. Is the problem.
yeah,
don't.
that's like, no.
I will say, sadly, no. Bane.
Damn. Sorry, bro. Thanks for the help, though.
And you found Star Shield
Fuck
highly
you.
valuable. It's more valuable than a fucking hoop pick.
We have Mox with us, right?
No, we only have Aurora. I thought we were gonna
Give
like.
me the
Oh,
tools. I'll do it.
Don't go chipping my tools, man.
Give me the fucking tool. I'll do it.
Well, fine, but if you break them, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Give me a tool check.
What does it go off of? Just persuasion. Proficiency.
It's you don't have
If you're not
proficiency,
proficient in
so
the tools, you're not proficient.
I'm
yeah,
not
probably like
proficient in tools.
strength.
Mason's, I believe, is strength.
Uh, fine,
You cut
but
out.
like for brute strength.
I'm giving myself a bardic inspiration.
Okay. Make a check.
I need to do a custom thing. $13.
You're unable to receive or break a piece off.
I admire the effort, truly do.
At least you didn't chip Simon's favorite hammer.
His favorite hammer's on his back.
Idea.
Right.
Hit it with your hammer.
No, I'm not gonna disrespect the corpse of a god any more than we already have.
We're already like scavenging it before shit. I mean, what?
Yeah, I'm not
What do we
gonna
need more?
actively
All right.
fucking strike
We're gonna
it.
take a quick tenor because I need to go let the puppies out.
All right.
All right, all good.
After this, we'll continue from the vendors. If you have anything else you want to think, you can think at that time. I gotta leave. Go let the fucking dogs out.
You know what, Simon?
You're
What
back.
Can
the-
you use one of those
Roughly
nuggets
10 to 15,
make
depending
me
on
a
someone there.
funny pick?
The Star Steel? Theoretically, but I'm not at that current level where I can actually use it. That's 15.
One day.
Yeah, one day, certainly. Like, hell, if you like hit up Simon or he's level 15, he would be more than gladly to make you one.
I just want to.
Just
Here I
at
was.
That may or may
we
not
are
happen.
our like mystical like refinery can't like match that shit yet. I don't know like the technical wording for it, like in lore.
Here I was trying to extract and, condense all this magical energy around us to get us some cobalite, because we don't have much. But instead,
Ah,
we just got XP.
we can always go back to where those two dragons blew up and see if any cobalite formed there. Like when we get back into the overworld.
How much XP did we get?
We really should have
750.
done that at the
Yeah,
time.
750.
I don't know
The
if
new
it
total
formed
is
yet.
in-player resources. I think it was actually more than 750. Or we got some additional from somewhere else.
No, it's 750, and we're currently at 111,433.
I was at 109 something. So either I didn't update or what.
109.
450? 430?
I kind of wish
433.
D&D Beyond had a function where where when he awarded XP, it auto gave it to us.
What are we supposed to be at now?
I posted in session chat.
Thank God.
Yeah, I got you, man.
We need 8,567 XP to level up.
Mm.
Brian, don't you have fabricate?
Yes, I have fabricate.
Take
I
a
haven't think- I
block of
haven't
that.
thought about this before.
Of those bones with you.
I don't think he'd let me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a step beyond normal
You can
means,
have
I think.
all of the picks you could want.
The bones of gods probably count as some form of magic.
Start shipping it out of hell in cubic tons.
Yeah, we could like
I've,
chip this off and like sell it off to Pentar, like magical relics. The bones of gods. Put 2 in the water vial and become immortal.
don't tempt me. I'm always eager to make more money.
Yeah,
I
he loves
have
money.
5 fragments of God Bone that I'm gonna turn into arrowheads, and they'll be like demon bane arrows or some shit.
I'm gonna need one of those.
Build those from Sylvia, sell them off to Pentar. These are holy relics passed down to us by an archangel.
Yeah, I mean technically they would be holy
They would be holy
relics.
relics because they're literally the bones of gods. We could, if we really wanted to, say we found lost bones of the Karatoran god.
The guys are just looking down at Verleana, like, you used me for mining rights.
Oh, the gods and me already have a very interesting relationship.
I think my god hates you, Loki.
No.
You called
it?
her an it? What the fuck? Like a thing?
No?
They did. That was like a
Yeah.
main thing.
Look, it was a highly stressful moment.
Yeah, that dragon got a crit on you. That fucking bitch.
That's fucking bitch.
Every time it's a crit too.
Yeah. But still, going back to that castle to see if any Kobolite had formed at the time we're back would be probably a good idea.
Yeah, just going back to that castle in general and just, making it into a, westward branch of the auditors.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Are we going to become our own adventuring guild?
Hey.
I don't know about you, but Fane's got a lot of shit to do after the game.
Like a few one shots. That could be cool. We're situated in Sturgeon.
Sergia?
Yeah, Sturgio. I don't have the map in front of me, so.
I am a sturgeon.
Well, unlike in the Viking game, we have actually gone pretty much all over this map. We've been to everywhere now, but
Yeah.
usually
There's
mostly
a
just
we haven't
passing
been to
through
like the
most of the places.
deserts.
It was a huge portion of the Skulltime
Yeah.
map we just didn't ever go to.
Yeah, we really haven't like thoroughly explored anything out of like Valataria. You know, no POIs really.
Oh, we've been to
Just
a
the
lot of them actually. I think.
We've
not
been to a
really, only
different
like
number.
these 3 dead things and a few others. Not like really anything.
You know, Fate of the World, Third Scourge, and all that's happening.
You still want to
Someone's
go
gotta
fight the
stop it.
mummy?
I want to
I
fight the
do.
mummy too.
I want
No,
Yeah.
you want to go fight the mummy. You keep saying that. That's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah,
like we want to do side quests, and it can be just things, not just the mummy.
I still want to go explore the fucking asylum. They got
Yeah,
shut
that's what
down.
I want to do too. I want to figure out what the demons were doing. That's like one of my. I also want to go to Old Blackguard Prison because that sounded interesting. Maybe that will relate to like the task me and Fane have with these artifacts to like unlock their power. We should do that when we get back to outside of Gehenna. That should be like
Do
maybe
what? Go
task.
master the artifacts?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we have to do things to like fully. They're slumbering right now. We want to awaken them before. And my
That's
song
right.
about.
I no longer have 20
So
AC.
I like the whole idea
think
that Nick made this for me, and and then I changed classes.
Yeah, you kind of a dick for that.
Yeah. Yeah. At the very least, my background artifact is literally I've been building myself to be able to use it.
I am going to keep laughing my ass off if you do not actually get to attune to that damn thing until like 20th level.
I can't I
Like
can
the end of the
force
campaign.
so I can force the ability to attune to it next level.
I don't know if it's alignment though.
No, it is.
I know it's like. Let
It
me
is
check. Let me check.
race, alignment, and level are the 3 things it gets rid of.
Yeah, let me check. Because I don't know if alignment is for artificers. Please see save. No, you ignore all class, race, and level requirements, not alignment.
I swear I ignore alignment requirements.
Even if you did,
Also, the elves
blade,
could
the
still
blade is a
refuse you.
sentient item. It can
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
refuse you.
They will. The souls within it will rip you apart.
They're
Yeah,
my
but-
They will say,
ancestors.
"Yeah, you ain't worthy." They want the other brother back. Give him back.
He's dead! And a demon, evidently.
Give the corpse.
He's
Give the
still
corpse
better
the
than you.
weapon. It will be like Thor, and he rises up from the grave.
I have a bunch.
That
of
would be
stuff to
so.
go back
That would be
and
like
look
an
in,
interesting villain. Like a corpse that's like piloted by a moonblade. The souls
Ooh,
doing shit.
that's a good point. If Sylvia dies and we like let her stay dead, I can animate her. Then once that happens, we can see if the Moonblade will attune to her then.
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be
That implies.
Yeah.
That implies a lot of things.
We do have 2. I wonder if one of the moonblades will accept me. Let's see.
You're not a moon elf, so you can't.
considering it's
No,
very
I'm gonna.
racist. I doubt it.
Hey, I'm gonna at 14th level. I get the same thing as use magic device, and I'm neutral good, so I technically could. That would be so fucked up. Simon picks up and instantly attunes to Sylvia's moonblade.
I
Oops,
would,
sorry.
Alright,
I
I'm
would
back.
kill you.
Good try.
Fuck you. Good luck.
You could kill him, but with what blade?
It's his now.
Hey, sea bass.
Hello.
A
Oh, it's
portal
that little
opens up
bitch.
ahead, and
I'm deaf.
a bunch of water falls on us.
The portal opens up 5 feet off the side of the ship.
There's there, but you guys just spend your hour chilling in the graveyard. You ready to
Listen,
move
Eric,
on?
I need your help with something really quick before we move
Oh my
on.
god.
Can you chip off like a fragment from this giant skull we found?
Give it a rest, Payne. You made your check, man.
You made your check. You failed.
Yeah, that's.
I'll tell you
It's
what,
just a little
Thane.
too tough.
I don't
Thane,
even
I
think
will get
Sebastian's
you.
here fully.
I will get you a fragment of this
I'm
skull
listening.
for 2,000 gold.
Fuck
I could
off.
get you a fragment of the skull for 1,000 gold.
I'll pay that.
You already made your check.
Yeah, no. We both have.
Yeah, but what
Just fucking
I
around.
have that Simon doesn't have is a army of union laborers.
Hey, I got expertise and fucking 20 skill. You know, it's pretty good. Also, do you think we can put the like bone fragments into like a stew or something and drink that? See what happens.
Like we're
What?
That's what I'm wondering right now. What
Yeah,
the
like you know, some people put bones to add like flavor or
These
nutrition to like
recent
stews.
bones.
Hey, this is
Bones
a
that
god
still have.
bone. We can
We
just
do
save
that
it
because the
off.
bones still have bone marrow in
Man,
them, and they're
hey,
still nutritious.
You don't know. Maybe
it
it
would steep it
survives.
with some kind of unique flavor. Dusty.
I could totally see a business opening up just selling
Hi,
the
Sebastian.
stews out of
Yeah,
bones.
You're,
The
alright.
god.
you're aware the party's at Gehenna, right?
No.
We
Yeah,
are
how-
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
when is the? How long have you been gone?
3
I know you were
sessions?
around for the warlord fight.
Yeah, he
And
normally
they
hits the right
disappeared right when we were fighting dragons. Right when we were about to fight
Yeah.
dragons.
Cool. Party's stuck in Gehenna. They're currently in Shira's realm. They're going to deal with a demon called Broaf. Or not deal, I don't know how they're going to deal, but they need to get a shard of the map.
Do you
Okay.
even have a artificial leg yet?
No idea.
Thought I did. I don't remember.
No,
Rosabella
she
provided
does.
everyone in the party a ring that disguises them as a demon, so you look like a demon right now.
We
Any
have
questions?
no. We have at least one artificial leg running around.
I think she's fine.
I think we're good. I don't remember. I was ready to fight the dragon, so I assume I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, party is in Gehenna on Ashira's one of Ashira's islands. Actually, it's on the island of Ashira. It's a large island.
The Velvet Mall.
Well, you're heading to the Velvet Mall. It's a fortress. Any other questions?
I think we're good.
Cool. So do you have
What are our odds of success? Would anyone like to cast augury, Mr. Cleric?
Do I have it prepared?
Hope so.
Kind of a fucking cleric doesn't have augury.
Do I even have access to augury?
Oh, you did.
As high level as we are, unless you've only taken like 3 levels of cleric, you should definitely have it.
It's more if he has the actual.
Oh, I
Prepared.
always have it prepared. What?
Gives me an idea for some bots.
Yeah. This also brings up
Paramedicus,
a
another.
good point. Is there any like buffs anyone want to like cast on the party and whatnot?
So what do you want me to do with augury? Make sure
Ask our odds.
The universe if we're gonna die.
How likely are odds of success?
Could you display augury for me, please?
Or even if we're going to the right place. The shard might not even be there.
I think I agree is you give like a vague answer to a question.
Yeah, you ask a question and we get.
What
Alright,
the
let
fuck?
me look at this. You receive an omen for another worldly 80 results. Next 30 minutes. DM chooses the omen for me. Ask your question exactly. You get what? You do not get to correct yourself. Say it correctly.
What are the chances that the map fragment is actually here?
Is the map traffic there?
Or there?
He said no. He said it. What are the chances of the map fragment being there? Wheel.
And what?
All right.
Good.
Yeah, it's there.
Second level spell gone.
Goodbye, my spell.
Yeah. By the way, I got another thing for aid. Who wants it? Plus 10 max.
Plus 10.
I'll take it.
Give it
Yeah.
to me.
Okay. I'll
Oh.
flip a coin.
Before we get too far, where's what's our
I
new
want
XP
one.
total?
I just in session talk right there. It is the total 111433.
111433.
You are the correct level. You're level 12, right? Yes, you are.
Yeah, we haven't leveled up
Question.
since.
What's up?
While we're here, why is this map so fucking big and this image so small?
It makes it look better, in my opinion.
The map is the correct size. It's just the amount you're zoomed out on.
Verleana, you get 10.
It's gone.
Sorry, I was just trying to provide you artwork. So do you guys just want to go look at the regular map?
Like it.
No, it's
Yeah. Fane, you also have aid, right?
I perhaps do.
You can cast it on like the rest of the party. Cause my spell slots are a lot more limited than you. You a full caster.
Would you be mad if I said I didn't prepare it today?
I'd be a
Or
little.
if I said
Alrighty. As time goes on, I will need con saves from each one of you.
All right.
What?
Oh.
Corruption.
All right.
Oh, corruption. Okay.
Is it? I thought it was just d20s.
Oh, sorry, it is d20. Sorry, it's just d20.
Yeah.
No, I already rolled corruption.
again.
I rolled a
guess
nat
again.
1. It doesn't matter.
I'll hide it. I'll just hide it. Only d20.
No,
I'm good.
close it tight.
That
Mm,
20.
Yes.
What are we rolling?
Simon, the uncorruptible angel.
What, Brian?
Oh,
We're just rolling a d20.
Yeah, corruption rolls. See if we're good or
Alright.
not.
Low roll. Let's get influenced again.
Oh my god.
Also, roll for
Yeah.
cat.
Oh yeah.
I
Roll
need
for cat.
a d4 from Cineres and Brian. Or clearly.
The wizards are about to go rogue.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
oh no. Which one did
Nope.
you infatuated? Fuck.
Can I
Brian-
swap rolls with Cineres?
Jesus.
No.
It's so much fun.
Being trusting?
Alrighty, Cineres, you get a single corruption point. Keep track of it somewhere.
Okay.
You develop, you have the compulsive trait. You develop a mild compulsive ritual, such as specifically cleaning your weapons or sorting your coins. You take an additional 30 minutes to complete a short rest. And you also take an additional hour to complete a long rest. That's what
Ooh.
my ruling is. Doesn't only matter for elves. Causing, but if you skip you can skip the ritual, but it leaves you on edge, causing a disadvantage on your first ability check, saving throw, attack roll, or you make after the short rest or long rest.
All
And
right.
Brian, you get trusted again.
Woo! Don't say anything. Don't alert Simon.
Hey, if you want to keep it, that's your thing. Gotta convince him not to it. Alright. That's my train of
Sure.
thought. Shit.
Continue along.
Yeah. say farewell to the god corpse and go on our way.
What did you type in?
Goodbye, pick material.
Goodbye. Alright. As you guys are continuing along, what do you do? Are you just driving on up?
Could Papo, like, look around, keep watch, make sure no one's sneaking up? Just surveying
Sure,
the
you can give me a
dead,
perception check.
dead swaths of land around us, clear paths. Yeah, that's pretty good. 20.
Seems like you're in a wasteland with nothing really going on here.
So boring.
Motherfucker, I can make it not boring.
Please don't.
Our ship gets shot down.
Ship's not here.
We get shot down. Our person. We're dead now.
I need a whip Fane.
I'd like to see you try.
Alright. As you continue along your path. Wait a minute, I gotta go read.
Whip it good.
Ooh, +8. Nice.
Stop whipping people.
Why can't I give me this whip and tell me not to whip people?
I mean, a whip is literally designed to whip people.
So, eventually you go through a small mountain pass that is it's a short little hike. As you reach the other side, the wastelands have been left behind you right now, but in front of you, you see the shoreline again. And you see a large bridge connecting to a smaller island, and from that island, there's another bridge connecting to looks to be a fortress. Currently, you do not see any demons on your side of the area, but the sea below is crashing against the coastline itself, as a slight purple energy emanates from the waters down below surrounding the fortress. Lights and braziers can be seen emanating from the various battlements. As you see the structure before you. The current bridge you would have to cross on looks a little old. It's got some holes on it, but overall you can still walk across it just fine.
We want to cross the bridge before, like, trying to come up with, like, a plan or
You
means
can
of
cross the
going forward.
first bridge, fine. It's the second one is where the battlements start. So, I don't know how you want to approach this.
Yeah.
I suppose, especially in these contexts, they're going to go get one of the shark pieces that's held in the fortress called the Velvet Maw. Yada yada. I don't know if I already told you that.
Yeah.
What you guys is thinking?
Alright. We do the same thing we do every time. We send Fane in first to draw their attention.
Perfect.
And then go the other way.
Amazing tactic. Unrivaled.
It's always nice to see that you think things out, I guess.
No thinking it out. All death.
It is a plan that has worked repeatedly for us.
It has never done you
Well,
wrong.
we look like demons. Or tieflings. One of the two.
Hellspawn, whatever.
Walk up and call out that we're here to audit.
Knock, knock,
That is a
knock.
plan.
We, Not a good plan.
No, it's not a good plan, but you're impulsive. And I believe in you. I trust you have our best intentions in heart.
Okay, before we commit to that suicide, would anyone else like to have put a different idea on the table?
Aurora just looks at you blank. This is your guys' fucking thing.
Hmm. How good of a view do we have of the prison?
You can see the main outline. You can't get further details due to the fact that it is surrounded by a storm, but occasionally you can see the battlements there and some lights flickering from the walls and towers surrounding it. You see no being. You can't see anyone on the battlements because of the storm affected the effect. You need to get closer.
Good. Act like we're delivering prisoners.
That's insane.
Is this where get help gets into effect?
Who knows? I mean, theoretically. What do you guys think?
I don't really want to go that route personally.
All right. Well, let's look at the situation as it is. Without gaining more information, we have bum rush, auditor rush. Try and be stealthy.
The stealthy route ain't gonna work. We gotta rely on subterfuge. Or just blow the gate open.
You know, how long has it been since we just bum rushed?
A while. But there might be an archdemon in there. And, I don't know if we're ready for that.
Probably not an archdemon, but enforcer.
You were told who's there.
Yes.
It was an archdemon, right?
Roaf is not an archdemon.
No, he's
Oh,
below
we're
that.
good.
Somewhere between probably a warlord and a prince.
Yep. That's the problem of how much we want to fight at once.
We use route tactics, and we, bait a couple of them at a time.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a little something, a little fucky, but background. I get a feature called urban infrastructure, meaning I have a basic knowledge of structures of buildings, including stuff behind the walls, and I can also find blueprints of a specific building in order to learn the details of its construction.
How the fuck you gonna learn a blueprint on this?
That's what I wanna.
He's going to the demon library to get the demon blueprint so that he can look at it.
What the fuck is this?
Through
Let me
mind.
look at this. Let me go look at this.
I'll post it.
Background, urban infrastructure, popular among the what the fuck?
What background is this from?
Is that engineer?
A Raven. Izzard engineer. Yeah. Yeah, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravenloft. Not Ravenloft, it's fucking
What are we going to?
If
Yeah,
obtaining this information gets you in trouble with the law, the guild can't shield you from the repercussions. I'm gonna say this would not apply in the scenario.
but I would know a basic knowledge of how this maybe building would work.
Give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Yeah, alright. Because my main thing is I want to see if there's a back door of some kind.
It's just the numbers still right.
Yeah.
'Cause it makes sense.
18.
Okay.
Why isn't that going? Give me a second. Fucking.
Um,
Did that go through? Yeah, that went through.
I mean, it's reasonable a place like this would have a back door, but you're unsure due to the fact that they have clearly designed it to have a one-way entrance into it.
Yeah.
But the issue is you wouldn't know where a back door would be, especially with the fact that what demons are.
Do we want to take the time to look?
Yeah, we could, but we'd have to get closer.
And
And
that
that
increases
has-
your chance of being spotted.
I mean,
I
it's either we go in and get spotted, or we attempt to find a sneaky way in. Yeah,
Some
like
of us
yeah, we
might
gotta-
have invisibility.
Does anyone have scrying?
No,
Arcane Eye?
no.
No, I was forbidden from taking stuff like that.
You are.
I'm not surprised that you were done that, but Arcane Eye would be a good way to. Hey, how about we have the familiar do a look around?
I use augury again. And then I ask it if running in and fighting everything is a good idea.
I could tell you the
It
answer to
says
that. But
indifferent.
Well, with that, I think we have a good chance. I don't know.
Yeah, it's indifferent.
It's saying that because it doesn't have an answer.
We didn't say bad.
Oh.
I like my odds.
He didn't say whoa, so I mean
What the fuck?
Oh, does anyone have what's it called? Pass without a trace?
I mean, that will kind of work.
It would help us a lot if we actually want to like try and stealth closer.
I don't have
I,
it.
I believe clerics might get it. Nah, only trickery domain.
Would y'all like me to stone shape an opening?
We could, but we'd have to get closer. That's the main thing we're talking about. Do we want to risk
the
it?
structure as a whole? There is a single battlement and a small wall that connects to the bridge. The bridge goes across to another series of battlements. It is surrounded by highly volatile water that seems to be emanating magical energy. There are a series of rocks in the water that you could station yourself on, but you're unsure how well that might go. The walls also, as you do, you guys want to get closer to it, or not? I'm not going to give you any further information until you start drawing closer.
As close as we can get without immediately being seen.
You tell me.
I know. You're the one with that description of it.
I guess Simon's gonna cast invisibility on himself and get closer. Give it a fucking good old college try. Try and get things moving. Because we're not doing anything.
a college try means.
Well, damn me if you want me to try and move the story along.
No,
I
just
guess.
say. All right, sure. You cast really get closer as you begin to draw closer. You see on the battlements there are both ballistas and there are demons manning the walls, kind of doing their watch in the area, doing a little watchy watch. The gate itself is currently closed. You can't see down the bridge right now.
Is it one of those like gates that have a door in the gate, like one of those big ones?
It's just a gate. There's no miniature door to gate. It's literally a metal door.
Okay.
That is 5, 10, 15, 30 feet wide.
Jesus. Okay. Could. Okay. It's. Does it seem like there's any like side ramps to get up to like the top of the wall from this side?
There appears not to be. The only ways up to the walls are from the most likely from the interior part. I will do this for you, Simon.
Yeah, I'm just
Since you are
looking around.
close. This is the most I shall provide you at the current moment.
Yeah, I'm just kind of at a loss currently. Just trying to think of what to do.
And
Okay.
if we could estimate where those internal pathways are, I could get close with invisibility and just make an opening in the wall. We could just get in through that.
That's what I was thinking. Either one of us makes an opening, or we sneak a person in to open the gates for us.
Because I mean, like,
Maybe
if we're right on the wall,
next
it's-
problem is going to be clearing the bridge.
Maybe I could fly up and sabotage the ballistas.
Possibility.
Like, go recon, get their weapons fucked up, then come back and we do some shit. Because this visibility lasts for like an hour.
Yeah.
how many ballistas are there?
From the looks, can Simon?
There are 6 currently in 2 areas.
Okay,
The
then,
area you can
yeah.
see. The area
Yep.
you can actively see.
Yep, Simon, 6. Looking at them, they're about. He's right. It's a 30 feet long gate, and each side has about 3 ballistas each. How many
A
guards?
lot of out.
Like looking.
What'd you say, Brian?
I said that's a lot of ouch pointed out.
Yeah, but it looks like 2 won't be angled at us.
Currently, as you look at it, each tower currently has 3 guards on it. They are wearing heavily armor. They are heavily armored. You also see an occasional flying creature wandering around.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Simon would go back with that. So. And there were splits for the ballistas, correct? Because I'm forming a plan right now.
Looking at it, they're lacking in their defenses by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It's same wall height all around, so they're able to look down just fine.
So, I got an idea. If we can get close enough, my current spell storing item is Vortex Warp. So, I could move like first me, then Verleana, and then the invisible characters. Like actually get up on top. Like me and go first, like sabotage, and then the rest of us can go.
So we storm the battlements, is what we're saying.
Yeah, in a more like technical, we got this figured out way. Sorry, Nick, if this is like boring you, but
I couldn't care less. I'm doing background work while you guys are talking.
yeah,
I mean, I can also just make everybody invisible.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like we still gotta get past the gate.
Some other things, Simon, would you please roll me perception before we continue any further with your planning?
Yeah, sure.
So further in look at the defenses, at least on the outer bastion. The map does not show it, but there are statues along the battlements and the walls that also appear to emanate magical energy on top of the ballistas. The ballistas also are magical in nature by the looks of it.
Good. I'd make an. Oh, sorry.
The gate itself also appears to be enchanted with runes of strength, so most likely it's gonna be a lot harder to break down if you decide to go that route.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, could I do an arcane check on the statues, like discern more what that magical ability is and like where it's pointed at?
Sure.
All right.
I need to go pull something up real quick.
That's a nat one for a 15.
These statues they are basically alarms. They also appear to be. You've seen these before used in demonic things. They are statues that cause fear, and they are also used to alarm the ally. They're the defenders. If you are to get too close to them.
Do I think a dispel magic would neutralize them if used effectively?
Hmm. There's a chance.
Okay. So, knowing that,
They
Simon.
would have a saving throw.
Yeah. I would assume ability check by the caster. But yeah, Simon would scurry back to his crew and say, relay that, ballistas, guards, fear towers, and my idea is, have Capo first send me and Verleana. We can take care of basic defenses, those 2 towers. Then he will send in the rest of you.
It's good, Wedge. I'm not too versed on the infiltration of arcane structures.
Yeah, that's the main part. The towers are off to the side, so it would need to be dispel magic. I'm afraid tools won't be doing the job for this one. Or we could all just go stealth and try and get past, but then we would have to deal with them later. And I don't feel great a bit being flanked on 2 sides like that. Probably better to deal with them now.
We can stealth to get behind the ballistas and then deal with them.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Me and Verleana go first. I can disable like the ballistas, the main thing. Well, even the ballistas won't be a factor if we're doing this right. Would be directly on there. So they couldn't use it, would be fist to fist. Or we could just fly over and beat their asses.
Oh, before we make that assumption, are they the type of ballista that only traverse in a certain direction, or are they able to freely spin around?
Yeah, looking at it, they look fixed to me. But it might, they probably could like make a roll for it to move it, but it doesn't look like they aren't swivel like someone sit down on a chair and whoop. They are like manned dragon killing ballistas. Unless the DM tells me otherwise.
What'd you say?
Do the ballistas look like they can be turned at someone? You know?
Oh, they can be a turn. It's just gonna be effort on the person's part.
Yeah, that.
Like, is it something to require a skill check to turn, or is it just, oh, they're just spending an action, turning the thing 90 degrees to the left.
Effectively, it's going to not be their action, but it's going to cost them their movement to move the damn thing to reposition it. That's what I'm going to have it do. So it can freely turn, but the issue is it's not going to be like whipping around nonstop. It's going to be effort.
Okay, so essentially we will still have to worry about the ballistas
Yeah, just
unless we take them out.
first round, we should be fine.
If you decide to go that route and decide not to stealth.
Anyways.
But yeah, that's my plan. If anyone has anything else to add to it or some other idea, all ears.
You're the strategist guy.
Oh shit, I would like the whole team to like input, not just that man.
Funny words, Master Brian. But
Stealth
Look,
is an
there's-
option. Brute force is an option.
yeah,
There's a reason we have team names.
I will not tell you no to either way. If you decide to go the stealth route, I would just like to be known. If we just, as a DM, you stealth around things, it might be slightly boring. I will
Yeah.
not apologize for this.
Yeah.
But it's completely doable, and I understand if you want to do it. That's perfectly fine. Want to stealth? Let's fucking do it.
I think we should stealth, but also ambush people.
The current issue is most of the party has the ability to fly or can be flown to some capacity. That provides you benefits. Also, if you want, I do have Aurora stat block. She can fight with you.
Yeah, but she might be like a fucking lighthouse in the dark, so that's...
I don't think you understand how that works.
Not exactly.
Demons
I do think,
can.
To risk it is
She-
to invite...
You know
I
what
do think-
demons can do, Fane? Demons can hide their presence if they choose. Aurora can do the same thing. She wasn't hiding it on the ship because she was trying to keep people away from you because of her presence. But she can actively suppress it.
I do think she'd be one hell of a door knocker.
That makes. I'm not trying to like. So she can hide her ability or
I
hide her
despise
power.
you rise it instantly.
Alarm just immediately raised and just like, there. Where's the walls? What happened? You just.
It's like it's Conquer's hockey, and everyone just flats down, flatlining.
We've killed everybody. Correction. She's killed everybody.
All right, so we going with the Vortex Warp plan?
Or stuff plan. I need to know now. You know what? Know what we're gonna do?
What's up, man?
is there a party vote?
I'm going a minute here.
I do like the idea of us ambushing people. Instead
Yeah,
of
that's
doing
yeah,
stealth,
that's the
stealth,
Vortex
stealth,
Warp
and
plan.
Attack, attack, attack. So stealth would be the way.
Oh.
I guess that. Oh, fuck that.
And if we ambush, we can save resources by getting the drop on people.
Yes, you're supposed to abstain. They're not. You're not included. There are 5 of you, so this one of you will be the tiebreaker. I need Sebastian. Everyone needs to vote. I am missing one person. It's Fane.
Well,
You're missing Ignis again.
Ignis isn't fucking here.
You're missing Rick.
That's what
you're
we're
not
missing.
missing
No,
me.
Rack voted.
No?
I,
Yes, he did.
I
Uh,
wanted
I
to.
see his name.
Yeah, there we go. Now we see it. All right.
We're missing Fane. He did not vote in the poll.
I mean, it's 3-1.
I did vote, but
Did
there,
you click
I
the
just
vote button?
put my vote in.
Did you click the vote button?
I didn't click the vote button or.
Yeah,
knew there
that's
was
what
a
I thought you
poll.
did. I did the same thing in Sebastian's game. I think it was Sebastian when he put the vote in and like, I forgot to click you.
I do commonly do that. I won't lie to you.
Alright, we are doing stealth. Alrighty.
Again, I desire to kill.
I tried to brute force with you, Simon.
Yeah, it's all right.
Delta Force got overridden by the B team.
We need the XP.
We will get
I'm still
the
gonna give you
XP.
XP.
I
Like,
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna tell you no.
different approaches. Just because it's a different approach that avoids combat doesn't mean you don't get XP for it.
Yeah, I'm still
You
gonna
don't know
give
that.
I've said this. I've openly said if you guys avoid combat, you're still gonna get XP.
Oh,
If there's a mini boss and you avoid it, you're not gonna get XP for that, but you'll get XP for other things. You're still
I'm
gonna get
looking
XP either
for
way.
bosses.
Here's a perfect playlist. Alrighty, so how would we like to go about this? This is gonna be the painful part.
All right. Well, I guess it will be using Capo and Vortex Warp. We can use invisibility on everyone. Actually, no, that it gets a bit weird with Vortex Warp.
Vortex Warp.
Yeah. So, do you have a greater invisibility, Verleana?
Not prepared.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So in that case, it's gonna and greater invisibility also is just kind of really bad for long-term stealth operations. So what I'm thinking is we vortex warp in, stealthily using Capo to do the actual spell so that we can maintain stealth. We avoid the tower. We avoid the statues as best we can.
Question for you. Where would you vortex warp to?
I'd assume either on top of the gate or like on one of the posts, so we could like jump down.
The towers each have 3 guards on them. They are the ones manning the ballistas.
Yes, I'm aware.
You don't see them on the map. I didn't give you the screen grab for it, but whatever.
So
I can use pass without choice too. Maybe.
Yeah, but we would be out of range for pass without a choice.
Yeah.
You can only do 1 per 1 per 1.
There, I guess I will. Now, this is exciting if you do not want to. You could fly around the area, but you don't know what the defenses are in that regard.
So here's an interesting thing we could do. If Verleana makes her familiar capable of flight, it can fly over and vortex warp us in using the magic item.
What's the range of vortex warp?
120 feet.
Okay.
Wait, 1 second. Let me make sure.
I can't.
I'm
because I know it's
90 feet. Yeah, sorry. Not 120, 90.
I thought I had a. Whatever.
So pretty fucking good.
So theoretically, if the familiar can see both us and a location where it can safely put us in, actually Verleana could see through the familiar so that she could spot for it.
What? Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, and just so we know, I do have enough in the spell storing item to do this. It'll take about 5 charges, which I have. I'll be down to 7.
If you want, I could just use my familiar to make a hole in the wall, and we could just go up through that up to the top.
Alrighty. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna pull you guys to this map so you get the first idea. I have half them. I have most of the map hidden until you get over the wall.
Ooh, hey, it's us.
You guys aren't that close, obviously. I'm there.
Yeah, so this is magically protected, is what
Mhm.
the Sam was talking about.
Are there any
The
of
walls
the
pretty much end here. They pretty much end right on the map. So.
alright.
and where are the statues at?
There are. I'll mark it. Not drawn. I mean, oh, it's doing that. One minute here.
Are we able to get a sense of like what the range is for those statues?
Give me an Arcana. They can see out 20 feet.
So at 20 feet, alarm and fucking fear.
I mean, if we go down low enough, like near ground level, these walls are tall and they're not all situated like looking down directly below.
The statues have a cone they can see in, so they would basically be like not a perfect cone, but it can be like more like a.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like for visibility for the guards up top, we could get below these things and just
Yes.
dispel magic.
If you get
dispel
below
magic,
if you get
dispel
close enough to the
magic.
wall, the guards can't see down perfectly without like reaching over. So yes,
So
that is completely true.
what I'm thinking is we go like for one edge or something like over here is where we're gonna come in. 2 of us dispel magic on the front 2 statues, and then we should be good to just get up and go without having to worry about the alarm. Unless they can trigger it themselves, in which case, well, it's a lot of dispel magic.
Now you
Yeah,
can't
I
see.
think
You can only see the upper portion of the guards, by the way, so about their chest height up. You can see
So they're
them.
about half cover then.
yeah, probably honestly it's just to alarm them. It's probably not like a building wide alarm.
I wouldn't assume that.
Hey, it's a
I-
valid assumption.
I would take the worst case assumption, which is that it will alert everyone.
I'm just saying it's if we
Go
get
with the worst
hit
assumption. I know what you mean, Simon. I would just go with
Yeah.
the worst assumption. Plan for the worst.
And if
Alrighty,
we fuck up, but it's not that bad. That's fine.
So do we want to dispel magic 2 of the statues and get through?
I think that's best, especially because dispel magic has a 60-foot range, right?
spell magic.
60 or
range.
30. We can
Let's see.
outrange the statues. It's,
Yeah,
it's 120
120.
feet.
120
Yeah, we're
feet?
good.
Okay, so yeah, we super outrange statues.
And the walls are how tall again?
40 feet.
Yeah.
All right.
Are the statues located like at the top of the wall, or are they about halfway up the wall?
They are in the center portion, but assume they can see perp down below them. I will say this: they are in fact constructs.
Interesting.
Would dispel magic even work on them then?
Dispel
I would
magic.
say it would.
So there's
It-
precedent for it, but yeah.
Well, Simon did do an arcane, and it did say it would work. It would just take like a
Yeah, they're not fully. They're kind of a weird in between.
Like
Yeah,
They have
animated
some
armors.
degree of intelligence.
yeah. Some creatures, to my knowledge, have like like magic susceptibility where they
But
like.
it's going to be an ability check against them. So if two of you are going to cast it, I need 2 ability checks.
All right, Cineres, go. We choose you.
All right, I
Is that
will.
32 for the ability check here, Brian, or is that a different one?
Yeah, that's arcane to like recognize it.
That was the Arcana for
Okay, sorry.
like figuring out the range.
Isn't it spell magic is your spell?
You basically use your int.
Yeah,
this.
it's your intelligence.
Let me read it again. Make an ability check using your spell casting ability, so int. Okay. So that overdoing, it's me and who?
Simon will cast guidance on Cineres, like go over and make sure this works. So
Okay.
Extra d4.
Verleana, are you gonna cast the spell magic?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me your checks, please. Which side are we going for? Left or right side?
I go left.
All right.
All right, so the front 2 and the left side.
20.
24.
You got a 20, so I think you're good.
It wasn't an nat 20.
It doesn't
Okay.
help.
No, like
I can.
rolling a 20, like the highest you have to do for like spell magic is 19. And that's for a 9th level spell. I don't think these are 9th level.
Is that how it
They're
works?
actually
Alright.
they're actually all artifacts.
Okay. 8.
Which one did you target, Sebastian?
I'll target the left.
Did you ping it?
Alright, so we're going up on this side, right?
Yeah.
That's the right side.
No,
Yeah.
the left one on the right side.
Ideally, we
We're
would
getting
get
these.
the ones on the outer edges, so
So
we're
then
not
I'd be
visible
getting
to the
this
people
one.
from the other tower.
I suppose. Then I'm getting this one.
Brian's spell magic does not go through. Sebastian's does. You bought yourself some time for a powers back up.
So we could just go straight.
We have a very narrow gap.
Yes, you do have a very narrow gap. You have 3 tiles to work with. All right. Make sure you remove your spell slots, spell points for that, because that is a spell point.
There we go.
All right.
How much is that again?
How big of a gap are we working with here?
3 tiles.
I think Verleana just cast the spell magic again.
Again?
So
Okay.
yeah, we should be good.
All right, so you got more space to work with. Are you using? How are you getting through the wall again, Brian? Is it vortex warp or are you stone molding?
We don't know the internal shape. I can stone shape and just make a hole like at one of the staircases if we knew where it was.
Or you could maybe
Otherwise-
like on the side make some stairs going up so we can go here.
It only affects a 5-foot area.
Yeah. So you can open up a doorway usually.
It's good for getting through walls because walls are typically only 5 feet thick.
If that.
These are 5 feet and 1 inch thick.
We can bust through the last inch.
And there goes the alarm.
Actually, I like to cast knock on the main gate. Surprise, motherfucker! It's the auditors.
Alrighty, so how are you getting through? I heard Vortex Warp and Stone Melt. I don't know.
I'm assuming Vortex Warp, because I don't know the internal layout, because we didn't stealth
Okay,
it. or
where are we Vortex Warping to? On top of the wall, or?
Yeah, how do we want to do this? Because we're going. I think we're deviating from my original plan, so I'm not really sure where we want to vortex warp.
Well, if we vortex warp in,
Because if we vortex warp like here, we fight.
we're fighting. Yeah, if we're vortex warping on top of the wall, we're fighting. That being said, there is what looks to be a staircase over on this one, but we're not doing that one. So if we vortex warp in, we can try and finish these guys as quickly as possible.
You don't know what's on top of the walls right now, so don't
Yeah.
play with that meta knowledge.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, well, we're not even going for that one anyway because we didn't disable any of the sensors there. So
let's do damage.
Suggestions: you could either stone warp through the wall. You don't know how that's going to be like. Vortex warp on top of the wall. You could fly up and vortex warp that way as far down as you can down the bridge, if not across, depending on the range.
I think we should go through the walls and use the walls and go through the walls as a perimeter. In order.
The walls don't go very far. They only go. Actually, it ends pretty much right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edge of the map.
Okay.
Like they're just end caps. They don't wrap around the area. They literally they're meant to like plug the gap here.
In that case, probably
you can assume if there is a internal part, there is an access point on the other side. Don't know where it would be though, but assume. Safe assumption. Especially those of you that lived in Volataria. You're very accustomed to castles.
Yeah.
The biggest problem here is not being able to see. Well, theoretically, if you cast fly on me, because
don't you have winged boots?
I do have. Oh, yeah, I have winged boots. I can just fly, so I can stealthily fly over them and try and
invisibility on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I know half the party has flying.
Yeah, half of us have flying. That means that if we cast ability on the rest of us, we can just carry the people forward that don't have flying.
I don't see if I have flying abilities.
Okay, do you want to fly up then?
I think that's best bet. We use the narrow gap to fly up. And fly up and over.
Okay.
I have some pixie dust that you guys didn't use for the dragon battle. So
they were there before. I just put them on the.
So I can throw pixie dust on a couple of people who don't have flying innately.
Okay. Who does not have access to flying?
Me.
If we want to keep the invisibility up, me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
like I can cast fly on myself, but I
Yeah.
would lose concentration.
On what?
Invisibility.
Invisibility is not a concentration spell.
Yeah, it is.
I swear to God, base
Yeah,
level invisibility isn't.
No, concentration up to an hour.
Yeah, it is a concentration. Invisibility is also concentration, but it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right, Sylvia, you want to fly up now? I think the party is safe on flying.
Ironically, the way we could do it is fucking Simon cast flight on near everybody, and then someone else could cast invisibility on near everybody, and the two would just be concentrating on the other spells.
Yeah, that's how it has to be done.
Yeah, apologies. I can only my max is 3rd level. Flight is concentration, so I can get one person.
But you have invisibility, so you can do. Cineres,
Yeah.
do you have invisibility or flight?
No.
You're useless.
Fucking
We
hell.
could
Why?
just brute force this.
Why?
They're basic wizard spells.
All right.
I'm not a basic wizard.
And you've had access to a spell book for love.
You told me no.
No.
All right. All right. All right. So 3 of us can fly innately. How many people do we need to carry?
I can't
Don't
fly.
worry about Capo. I can put him in my bag of holding.
Okay, bag of holding for him. Also, I have 2 pixie dusts. 3 of us can fly without spells.
You know,
So you-
honestly, we're overthinking it. Shove Cineres and the rest into a bag of holding, then can hold their breath for 5 minutes while we get up there, and then shove them all out.
I was going to mention the fact that Aurora's scared of heights.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can put her in the bag of holding too, so that she doesn't have to worry about the heights.
Guess we're all going to the big hallway.
Does anyone have
Yes.
air bubble?
They'll be fine. They can hold as long as they don't hold their breath for a few minutes.
All right. In
It
that case,
It'll take us 6 seconds to get to the top of the wall.
all right.
Yeah, no one's got that prepared.
All right, Aurora and Cineres are in a bag of holding.
All right. So then in the bag of holding, pixie dust on 2 other people. I fly myself, and let's go.
Yeah, woo! Flying, flying, flying.
I assume stealth checks.
God, who's that?
Oh, I think it's one of the personal guard succubus. Holy crap!
There's more ballistas, Simon. Why didn't you
Yeah.
see those?
He couldn't see them. He
And there's-
couldn't see them.
There's
He
2
couldn't see past the
chosen.
gap.
Fuck, dude.
Well,
You know, maybe we don't need the Well of Souls. Maybe we can just go home.
okay.
Alrighty, so the party is currently flying.
Look, It's
Yes.
fine. This is obviously a prison. These are all the demons who couldn't cut it in the regular military, so you know they're not as good. They're more like security guards. We can take this.
All right. So you guys only have a minute of flight. So
Fucking zoom.
I don't know what we're doing.
well, we're going
You
towards.
gotta go.
We're going to a
That's the
door.
only option now.
We're going to
A door.
There's a door right here on
Yeah.
the side that we can get in. That we can try and get through. It might be a portcullis, but there are
door.
multiple.
You want to go to the door? Let's just go on top of the roof and just make a hole going down.
We could do that too.
Yeah, yeah, and let's try and stay out of the range of these guys. They might have true sight, just from like chosens and whatnot.
All right. Well.
That's the feeling I get.
It was a good thing we didn't choose to fight. Huh.
I'll carry Fane.
Yeah, we could have totally done all this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll carry Fane.
I don't think you've fought these guys before.
No, we haven't.
We haven't. No.
We've chosen before.
Not
But
the
the winged
not those
Succubus,
ones.
no.
Anyway, but yeah. So flying across. How long does it take me? I can go 120 feet a turn, so it would take me 3 turns to fly all the way over here. Which means it should take you guys 2 turns it should take you guys 6 turns to get there, which will be like barely the amount of flight time you have.
Still gives us like 4 turns of flight to get past, so yeah. So our fly speed is what, 30?
It's 30, yes.
Yeah, we can dash. So about 5-ish turns.
Yeah. And we have 10 turns of flight, so. Which the entire visual of this is we shove 2 people into a bag of holding to hold their breath. Sylvia pulls out 2 bags of pixie dust and just throws it at Verleana and Simon's face, and then picks up Fade and goes.
Stuck a little too hard there.
I think that's the plan, and we're invisible, so they can't see us.
Hopefully.
Yep. Sylvia hits me in the face with the pixie dust. I lose concentration. Everybody's visible.
Get shot by 32 ballista bolts.
But yes, that seems like the plan. Holy hell.
I guess.
And when we get up top, I can just find a spot that's away from the walls, make a hole, We can just go in through that.
Man, if
hey,
Mox was here, they would have bartered us through. We would have been fine.
hey,
Mox, shit.
do you got silence, Simon?
Artificers.
You know,
They
it'd
get
be
that.
great if our cleric had silence.
Yeah.
I think he has silence. As a
Yes,
bard.
he has silence, but it's having it prepared is another question.
I do have it prepared as well. Always, baby.
God, he's useful.
Yeah, cast silence where we're going to make the hole so that people don't hear us make the hole.
All right.
And this would have been a scary ass fight.
I think we have the AoE damage to actually get through this. It's just we need to be like here, way over here to start the fight, because those ballistas are the problem. And now that I'm being pushed, or because I'm getting carried, I gotta go over here.
You're going to want to cast silence right after I cast a spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast silence when they get here.
Now, if you
Well-
want to, you can cast silence on an object, and it can come around with us.
Problem is if I'm in range of it, I can't cast my spells.
Yeah, any of your verbal spells, yeah.
So what's the plan, DM man?
You guys want to go inside?
Yep.
Gonna use silence to make sure.
All right, so you
that
make
we-
use stone shape to open the hole on the ceiling, correct?
And it's not like collapsing anything. It's just molding the shape to
Yeah,
something.
you're just making it. It's just molding it around. I know how it works. I'm not gonna fuck you here. All right, yeah, you can do it. And you can see down. You see the interior gatehouse here. There's no guards in here, but there's like a balcony on either side, like shoot down if people were to get into the gatehouse. There's another door. There's another gate on the other side though. But you can climb down onto the balcony. What you guys have enough? I'm pretty sure you guys have rope and flight, so you can get down and you can
Is
walk
the-
around here.
Is the internal gate also down?
Currently, it is.
That's weird.
Yeah,
we
you
should
guys
be
are smart.
on it from inside, but
You can still get inside. It's just you're not going through the main gate right now. You'll be going through one of the side passages.
okay. It's all interconnected.
Yeah. So basically, gatehouses, you got the two doors, and then there's most castles might have balconies or access points on upper portions of the gatehouse to shoot down into it. You are just climbing onto the balcony
Okay.
above it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
All right, well,
And yeah, you can start going down the narrow pathways. I don't have a map for the internal portion, per se. This would be very narrative. The bulk of the forces are on the outskirts, watching the vicinity. Alright, you guys want to move along?
Yep.
Alright. So, you guys make your way through this area. This is a... You can tell this is not meant to be a lavish structure at the current area. This is a place of holding. It's a trucking prison, by the looks of it. But as you guys make your way through, you will be greeted with access points to the second internal area. Unless you want to go into the underbelly of the vicinity, or you want to go to the upper portion. There's like the upper battlement areas, and then there's the lower belly. Depends where you guys want to go.
My first intuition would be probably the shard. So
You were cutting out. What? Your first thing is what?
my initiative or intuition would be the shard would be kept like in a vault in underground. So I'd say probably going underneath.
That's party decision.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah,
Or it could be kept in his office. Then we would go high, but probably not.
I think it would be kept in a vault. I don't think it would be kept in his office. Granted, we might be able to find some fun things in the office.
That should probably arcane protected up to the ass, man.
Yeah, but I think if we're looking for this shard, we should go to the vault first. That's the highest likelihood it'll be there. After that, the office.
Anyone else have anything?
Oh, that's what I would think. Unless we want to pull out the fucking beeping alarm and try and get a good idea.
Beep, beep. Oh, Jerry, you hearing that shit?
They forgot to put new batteries in their smoke alarms.
This is not a house in the projects. Hang on a minute here. Alrighty, so as you guys eventually do find a main stairwell leading down. And as you head down, the architecture begins to take on a different form. It appears to become slightly more elegant, and such. As you reach a large central hall, this appears. Now I say large. It's 20 by 20 feet. It's a hall though. Most of the stonework is it's mostly red stone, kind of surrounding the areas. So, 1 second here. There is a door. Yeah, there's a door at the opposite end of you, and along the walls there is a large mirror covering the walls on both sides. Moving on.
Alright. I feel like those mirrors are foreshadowing.
Yeah. We do an arcane check like at the view of the mirrors. Like off to the side.
Sure.
Because them just being placed there just weird to me.
Everything's weird to you.
Everything's weird to me. I'm a weird guy. 21.
Yeah, they're magical, all right.
Yeah. Probably trap.
You want me to investigate to see if it might be a trap?
If you wish to do so. And I can tell you they're magical in nature. Hopefully not an instant kill like the one Fane faced back at the library.
Alright, may I make a check to understand this magic?
Sure.
What would you like me to roll?
Give me an arcana.
Alright. Assuming that they are indeed traps, I will roll at advantage because this is trying to avoid them. So if they weren't traps, 24. If they were traps, 25.
They are traps.
Ah. Indeed, these are traps.
Now step on them.
Now, how might I disable them? Would it be possible to do so with mana manipulation?
No.
Yeah.
There is no exposed side of the wall on the mirrors. The mirrors themselves cover the entirety of the wall. You don't see any area in which you could tamper with them.
Alright. Well, we could dispel the magic again.
Is that I was about to suggest just dispel magic. See if that disables the trap.
Might as well.
Okay. Give me your checks. Those are your own.
Ooh, 23.
Wow.
Meow.
Your magic is deflected back at you.
Dispel magic.
Mhm.
I guess
Your
guess I
spear
don't have
becomes
mage armor.
unmagical for the next 10 minutes.
Wouldn't it target my buff on me?
What?
Wouldn't it target my buff on me?
Well,
Sure.
which buff?
Let's go with that.
Mage armor. I always have
Yeah,
mage
your
armor.
mage armor goes away.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we've learned a little bit about it.
Alright, so -2 for dispel magic. I guess I'm recasting mage armor. So.
Is there a way that we can get around mirrors without walking in front of them?
No. You can only walk into the room. The door's on the opposite side. Mirrors have complete visual sight of you.
Ow.
Well, it only reflected the dispel magic. Perhaps it is. If as long as you're not using magic, it won't do anything. What are your theories, Simon?
Go find out.
I don't know. We haven't seen its full capabilities yet. I'm really hoping it doesn't spawn a duplicate of the person. I really hope not.
Make you fight yourself.
God, that would be like the easiest but the hardest fight ever for Sylvia.
Yeah. And Simon made his
I
check.
used Gios, and now I have 2 Simons.
Jesus. Okay. Then I
Does it
guess.
come with a capo?
Probably not. So, yeah, I guess we can test it. I'll have Capo walk in front.
Nothing happens, Capo.
Simon shrugs.
Maybe it just disables all magic.
Oh. Yeah.
He's able to walk through.
Capo, as he makes through, gives a thumbs up at the end.
Alright, well, hopefully it doesn't detect life. And Sylvia will now walk
There is a
through.
box of
Wisdom
no
save.
makers.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
It's always me that has to make wisdom saves.
You walked forward.
17. Actually, it's a trap, so I have advantage. Oh, no, just take the first one for that. So it's 17.
You pass.
Alright.
Able to walk through just fine.
I felt like something was trying to get into my mind there.
Yeah, did we see the mirror do something like to trigger that wisdom save?
No. Sylvia just felt a bit weird for a split second, and then she was fine again.
I guess we all stick close to Simon as we walk through then.
Yeah.
Everyone give me with
I've, I've played these games before.
Why is that? It's Simon's not the one with the aura.
Who's the aura?
Simon's not the one with the aura, you dummy. That's fucking Ignis.
Ignis had the aura? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Ignis has got the aura.
Ignis is the paladin.
I was
Yeah.
gonna suggest maybe
One at a time.
Capo can vortex warp you guys.
It could,
You
but
be
we
in
could
front
also
of
use
the door.
What?
There's a door on the other side. Capo's in front of right now.
Yeah, no, Capo could like vortex warp us past the mirror. You know, expend those used to.
Hmm.
But if we don't see anything's wrong, I mean, so. That's just my 2 cents. Really, I'm good with anything.
Anyone who's going in here, I need wisdom save.
So everyone.
Yeah, everyone. That's what I
Oh,
said.
man.
I mean, do we have to go in through here?
As
Yeah.
soon as Turmoil saw going down.
I guess.
You know, I
Unless you
have a
want to
good feeling
spend
about
every
this.
waking spell slot using stone melt.
I'll just have Capo, Vortex
Completely
Smoke.
an option. I will not tell you no to that, but
You know, these voices in my head, I feel very reassured by them.
Oh shit.
I'm not rolling goodwill. Good to know, y'all.
I believe in you.
Roll a
And I will
12.
believe I will be your doom!
Verleana fails. Wow, Verleana's one that fails. Verleana, you are a charm. Actually, you're not. It's not a charm save because you are an elf, but the effect of the mirror, you are basically under the charmed effect, as the mirror has shown you your deepest desires, and you are currently infatuated with it.
Oh god, more skeletons.
Whatever your desire is, the mirror is showing it to you, and you are currently enthralled by it. Everyone else can see that you have stopped.
What is it that's her
Here
biggest
comes the
desire?
money.
You guys don't
Money,
see
money,
that.
money,
She
money.
sees it. What's the party do?
Leave her
And I
behind.
send in Capo to try and drag her.
Verleana, you
didn't-
feel as if Capo is attempting to bring you away from your dream.
Is this a situation where I'd be hostile to anything interfering with it, or
How would you act as your character would if somebody is trying to deny you what you desire most?
I'm gonna sling Verleana.
Jesus Christ, don't. It's violence. Capo is trying to help.
Stop trying to hurt
Um,
man.
You see Capo bringing a bank notice of you defaulting on your loans to the
Oh my god.
Evening Stars.
Fuck.
if Capo doesn't exist, the notice doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Does damage
Oh,
bring?
no.
Does damage let her remake the save?
The fuck?
You
Capo
got-
ducks as a I guess a stone is shot right by him as he's trying to pull her out. And he's gonna like do a like the what the fuck pose to Sylvia.
Do I see Sylvia? Like, it's the one who hit me with a stone?
How do you
would
drop
be
concentration on
David's-
invisibility?
I would imagine so.
Oh,
Actually, if that's the case, you disadvantage, bitch.
not advantage but disadvantage. That's why you roll flat.
Nah.
You guys confuse me.
Yeah. Athletics.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Right, I need a charisma save, Sylvia.
Charisma save.
Yep.
Oh, look at that! I fail. I used my literal least damaging thing, and you.
Oh! Okay. I just
Ow.
looked over. Verleana, can you give me that wisdom save, please?
Also, give me a acrobatics check as
Ooh.
Capo attempts to grapple you.
That's 10 fire and 10 necrotic.
Damn.
Alright, well, yeah. Also, I feel like the save should have come before you did that.
You did.
Here comes the money.
No. Your fucking wisdom save.
Didn't get told I could roll a new wisdom save.
No, it's after.
Yeah.
It's after certain. It's not a interference. It's a time check. Because currently she's used defending her wisdom, or any wisdom save though.
Yeah, that fails. Capo grapples Verleana.
No. Oh. So as Gabble.
Gobble gobble.
Give me a minute. I just had a little issue. As Capo grapples, Verleana breaks out of her ability or out of the effect.
You know that when move Simba gets like lifted up, it's kind of like what Capo does, and he saunters to the door.
Simon, tell him to put me down.
You good now?
I've always been good. Put me down.
Very well. Capo. He snaps and Capo nods and
Figures. Put it down, boy. Put it down.
Anyway, I'm just gonna drink 2
I
healing
looked at
potions.
Sylvia. Don't you ever try to take my money away from me.
First of all, I've only ever given you money.
And secondly, don't hit me in the fucking head with a rock again, damn it.
I was aiming for the collarbone. It hurts a little more. But Capo was in the way.
I don't think you're sorry.
Also, I hit you with the quite possibly the lowest. Oh no, I could have used a dog.
Oh, I assure you, that is my lightest cantrip.
Were you also looking for your lightest damaging thing?
Mm-hmm.
God.
Alrighty, so the door is unlocked. You can walk through.
yeah.
There's a minor issue here. As you continue down the area.
Jesus, almost 10. Damn. Yeah. Continue. Who's going first?
All right, so as you continue along, you are now greeted with a similar room. No mirrors, though. This one has some other just random storage areas. Crates full of just mindless things that are not useful to the party. I'll tell you this down. Do not bother looking through them. They're not useful. I'm not spending time doing this shit. Moving on. This gate has 3 pillars in front of it, and written in demonic, and asks for offerings. And it states, there you go. I lost my position. What the fuck was I? Secret never spoken aloud, says another one. Says one of them. Memory of a love are the second one, and a moment of true fear is the third. Who's going what?
I was asking, could you type that out for in session talk, just to make sure get it. Yep, a secret never spoken aloud, a memory of love, a moment of true fear.
gate's there. Don't know if it's locked or not. The 3 pillars are here. They don't appear to be emanating any magic. What do you guys do?
Hmm. So there's like a little ornate thing we can like put stuff in.
You have to speak.
Oh.
It's asking for a verbal offering. So yeah, you just gotta speak near it.
So we want to draw. Being funky. We want
This
to
would be the
draw.
hardest one around.
So I'm just gonna look to the party. Do we want to draw straws or someone's got something to get off their chest?
I mean, I don't feel like being hit in the head by a rock again, so I think it's someone else's turn.
Fair enough. Fine. Cineres?
So it wants secrets.
One of
Secrets, and a secret never spoken aloud, a memory of a love, or a moment of true fear. At least one person needs to say something to it. Per pillar.
How many pillars are there?
There are 3.
I can do the secret never spoken if no one else has anything.
I have a secret never spoken, so.
Okay.
Who's taking a memory of a love?
Alright. So I keep hearing muffledness. What are the 3 pillars? There's secret never spoken, true fear, and what?
Moment of
Second talk.
yeah.
Actually, I would like to do the moment of true fear. That's alright. I could do the other one though. So whatever works.
Right.
I guess.
Okay, well, now this, what type of love does it want? Does it want platonic love? Does it want familiar love? Does it want romantic love?
I feel like if you look into this too deeply, you cause issues.
I know.
I don't know. Go ask the gate.
Go
Yeah,
go
man.
ask the gate. Go ask the fucking pillar.
Okay, sure. I'll go up. I'll do the memory of love, and we'll figure this out.
Okay, so last one is moment of true. No, secret never spoken love. Just checking.
I'm doing fear, so.
All right, so Cineres, Simon, secret. I don't think Verleana has any secrets.
I think, but I can't. I'm blanking on thinking at the moment. I'm just contemplating if you guys can't figure anything out.
Yeah, I guess Simon can do the secret.
I literally can't do secret. I don't think I've ever not talked about something that happened in Sylvia's life.
I can also do secret.
Yeah, but we're dividing it one apiece.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know, but it's just like, in case you don't want to do that, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yep. So, who wants to go first in singing one of these things?
Somebody go first.
All right. So what do we have to do? Do we have to speak the whatever
Speak
the
it.
memory is? All right. Alright, well, let's try this at the least embarrassing version of this. At which point, Sylvia will take a deep breath and says, as she goes to speak about familiar love, and says, "Is when I was a child, my brother once shielded me from the wrath of my mother after one of my antics. And while he didn't have to do it, he did so, and it made me respect him for a lot longer than I should have. It was something that only a sibling that truly loved his other would do."
The ruins glow. Next.
Alright.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, it's the Bonnie Jason. It's the milestone force.
After fighting a shadow demon named Athelion, I found out who my family was, and I was afraid that he was my father. But that fear has gone away.
That's a legitimate fear.
It was a legitimate fear that he was like.
Yeah, no, that is a legit. I was saying like that. I'm judging you on your answers. If I don't deem your answers as cool enough, or
because you remember that message conversation.
I remember. I do in fact remember.
Wait, no, you didn't.
It's all you, Simon.
Time is up. Your room's closed. Okay.
All right. Simon will stand up and think. Within the realm of the Witch Queen, around when we were finishing up with Dawn Gazer, if we were not kidnapped by the Quins, I was planning on telling Morgan and possibly others within the Valatorian government of you, Fane, and Verleana giving information to Ixelion. I was going to rat you out. I'm sorry, but not really for my country.
Fane will remember that.
You would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I know. I think I have done.
Simon did what he
similar.
thought
Not
was
so
right.
bad.
Was going to do what he thought was right.
Yeah.
You cannot
I've done
oust a man.
You want to know something funny?
You have no right to judge somebody.
Yeah. It is a conversation I had
so
with.
bad.
It was
Yeah,
the conversation
Fallout
I
New
had.
Vegas
with Nick.
sound plays. Was it the fucking karma thing?
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Alrighty. You can. The door opens.
All right.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
I like how it notifies you if the poll is in there.
I know it does.
Well, ready to go.
All right, you guys continue along, and you eventually. Oh, man, here. Double check anything else. As you guys begin to. As you guys are walking through, you notice that you enter into a slightly darker area of the facility, or the area. There is a 60-foot hallway leading to the next room. And as you walk down, you hear a voice. I would much appreciate knowing your name.
No.
No. Well, to ask a name, we would expect to be first receiving one.
Provide yours first.
Very well. I am Simon Tychus.
Anyone else?
Sylvia Moonshadow.
Fane
Auditor number
Atep.
3.
What'd you say, Brian?
Auditor number 3.
Sebastian, do you say anything?
You're number 4, man.
Andre's assistant.
Ah, shit, mate.
Fane, Simon, and Sylvia owe me a Christmas save.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
I gave him my name.
No,
I
that's
know you
because that's why.
They're a fake creature.
I'm gonna flash the genius just in case. Why
Okay.
didn't that go through? 17 plus 6. Fuck! I hit myself. I'm sorry.
Is this a charm effect?
Nope.
I don't know why it's not going through now. It's weird.
Better figure it out.
Oh.
Fane and Sylvia, you forget your names.
Hmm.
I appreciate it. They're added to my collection.
No, you get that back.
The voice dissipates.
Oh, you two alright?
You are suffering. You are suffering the confused condition. Or
They hit themselves in their confusion.
Quick, now's
the name.
to
The
rename
name
them
was
something
Stallon's
embarrassing.
confused. So, what'd you say, Brian?
I said, quick, now's the time to rename them into something embarrassing.
I hate you, Simon.
Sure.
I've done nothing wrong. What, because I went first? That's very insulting. Do we remember their names?
Fane, Sylvia, you're gonna take 8 psychic damage. And then as you continue walking forward, you're gonna take another 8 and then another 8. A total of 8 times 3 psychic damage. We deliver to you.
Took
Ouch.
24.
Yep. And that's it. Eventually, after that, you get your name back. This is a minor little thing. This is something stupid.
I convince Sylvia that her name is Candace. Candace Nuts.
Totally.
Well,
Alrighty. You guys ready?
uh,
Push to me.
who
Yes.
wants some healing? Since you
I would
two
love
are okay, regain 12 hit points as I use healing hands on you.
Yum.
And since we're here, any buffs anyone wants to get off? Probably now a good time.
So before you are a pair of red doors. On the outside, there are 2 torches with a red crystal that emanate some light. The doors are made out of wood, and you can push them open.
All right.
As you push the doors open, you're greeted with a lavish-looking room, primarily with the red coloration. The floor has red gems embedded into it. A number of furniture can be seen, statues on either side of the door as well. On the far opposite end appears to be throne room of sorts with more statues. A number of
Sorry.
individuals in this room look at you guys and get ready to attack in case you make any moves. As any of those invisibility effects end during this area.
Huh.
Well, that's not good.
Brian, which undead were you bringing, by the way? Were you bringing Wraiths? Your boyos? The
I'll be right back.
Whites? Solomon?
I'll bring the whites and the wraiths.
Okay, let me go grab them then. I gotta find their fucking stat blocks. Where they are.
Well, this is interesting. I like the second you were saying on the love seat. Very vibes of we can talk here.
I'll get rid of Solomon then. I'll just put him on the corner of the map.
Special delivery.
And a voice from across the area with a loud sigh. I will give you one opportunity to vacate the premises.
You sound bored of your job.
Shut up.
He didn't say I was wrong.
Do you accept my offer for you to leave my fortress, or are you going to choose to remain?
We're not that intelligent, so probably the latter.
As per
Just
usual,
out of,
Sylvia, you decide to run headfirst into problems.
Out of curiosity, what would happen if we chose to stay?
Under my obligation to Ashura, I would most likely kill you or imprison you, depending. Or you
And
shall, if you.
And if we
What?
accepted Ashura as our Lord and Savior?
You are in the wrong premises.
I'm sorry, what did you say to me?
He said, as usual, running into things head first.
Sylvia's gonna narrow her eyes at that. Who are you?
I am Roaf, the Fist of Ashura, an enforcer and guardian of this prison complex.
And how do you know me?
Some answers are best left unanswered.
You son of a bitch! You're supposed to be in the ground!
I once again provide you the opportunity to vacate.
I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm sure
get
she...
my shit
Are
ready.
you tired of being a demon?
Oh my god.
This man who you can barely see in the opposite end, you see his eye twitch.
I'm partway trying to provoke him, but I'm trying to see if he actually takes it.
I mean, you might have better luck with those two succubi over there. Go ask them.
Are you tired? I'm gonna go. No, I'm not
You
gonna
are
do
currently
that.
trespassing upon Ashura's sacred ground. Under my obligations, I shall end you. But no, it is not out of malice.
Out of love, right?
Yeah, down my potion.
If that's what you want to call it. The doors behind you slam shut.
Dude really does sound like he wants to kill himself, though.
Alright.
Wants to kill you. I need. Oh, what? Okay. No, fuck off. Go.
Very
I will
important.
allow
What
you.
what melody
What?
are they playing on the piano?
They're
The
playing
sun will
Mozart
come
Symphony 12.
out tomorrow.
Good choice.
you can move or yourselves in this token. You have exactly 30 seconds to move before I call.
Yeah, the wings come out. Did you not take a potion, Sylvia?
What? I took a
Your
potion
prep
earlier.
phase is also
Yep.
done, as you'll be rolling initiative shortly.
Because your damage is just look.
Yes, I know. I haven't healed myself since the psychic damage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just left that shit on.
Alrighty. Everyone, final position?
Yep.
Don't feel
Give
great
me a
about
minute to
this.
clear it fully. He also is going to grab a move slightly. As he stands up and he's going to just start cracking his knuckles, and he looks at you guys. A large tail behind him flicks around as he is just looking at you guys, debating how exactly he's going to go about this. And here's your turn.
He looks like somebody from Solo Leveling.
I have never actually watched the Levins. I would know.
I think me.
It's vaguely moon elf shaped.
Suspicious.
If friend shaped, why not friend?
I'll see you all in about an hour.
Jinmu can't.
Did you
stop
roll
laughing.
one?
That's his entire character.
I rolled a 2.
Cool. Hey, at least it's not a one. All right. Man.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There you go.
Why?
What? Music.
Oh gosh, now Rex gonna nerd out.
I know
What?
I will. Yeah, he can't hear the
Oh,
music. That's
he doesn't hear
funny
the Duel
part.
of Fates going.
Ah, fuck me.
It's also the two steps from hell.
All
Two
right,
steps
so
from hell
really,
version.
Fuck
so
me,
somebody gets to
fuck
fight
me.
the boss one-on-one. They seem to know each other, so this. Will go on.
Cineres, what's your dexterity?
Uh,
I know you're gonna
16.
fail. Yeah, you're. I'm moving you down to a 21. 22, sorry. And this person will. No, I'm gonna move you to a 21. I'll move you at 22. It's fine. And this person will be 22.1.
Elianok is calling you a coward.
The symphony I started? Oh, the Mozart one? Fuck you. Call me a coward again, I swear to God.
You'll kill your character. That's already
Oh, I forgot
dead.
to roll.
Probably not
Do it
going to
again,
get teleported in
He'll
here.
show up in here and he'll be a meat shield.
Hey, nah, do you want to control a character? I don't know if you're doing anything.
You want to control the boss?
I
No,
will
I'm
make
gonna
your
give
wish
him.
come true.
No, I was gonna give you Aurora. Do you want to control Aurora?
Yes.
Here's,
Was
I'll send you
Aurora's
yours.
goal kill anything?
Protect your friends.
Protect your friends. Okay.
Her demeanor
Let me
is
give
guardian.
you- I changed her XP. It is not the same as on the stat
Oh.
block.
Give me just a second.
I have a question for you. Do you want her demeanor to be kill everything?
No,
her demeanor is the same, where she is highly protective of the people that she cares for. Vast emotional stress will cause issues. I'm just giving it because side nods here.
Does she care less for anyone here in the party then?
Fane.
Does she have a favorite child?
Fane is the one
Who
she cares the
sings her
least for.
songs?
I don't think she has a favorite.
She definitely has
She
a
said-
least favorite.
Iggy. Not Iggy.
I think Ignis is probably the nicest one to her.
Yeah.
spending the
I've
most
been
time
pretty
with her.
nice to her.
Yeah, he's been spending the most time with her.
Yeah.
So, okay. It just saves me some time. Non, you cannot use the mythic action.
Copy that.
All right.
Give me just a moment to swap something over.
Who is her least favorite?
You.
You!
What did I do?
Not by much, though. She really doesn't have a least favorite.
Well, the only reason
Chelsea?
that you're
I said
behind
sponsors,
Cineres is
yes.
because you.
Again, I didn't say she has a least favorite. It's just like, she talks to the mouse. Alrighty, we all ready to boogie? Not, are you good? Did I roll for her? Is it rolled into initiative? Did I not? She is not. I'll roll for her real quick.
All right, Cineres, I'm going to be following you into combat, so have fun.
All
Alrighty.
right.
All ready to boogie down. Okay, that saves me a stat block to focus on other things.
A lot of Ogon Corral demons in the
Reavers
shorts
are just general demons.
Yeah.
They serve whoever they work for, whoever employs them. They're just muscle.
Let's see. Before we begin, have any of y'all ever worked for Darren?
I stop. You know Darren?
Uh,
I love
You,
the
you,
guy.
Hey,
you
they
joke,
all
but that
kinda-
did happen in the campaign we met Darren in.
You're gonna watch as two of the Reavers kind of raise their hand, and Rolf kind of looks at them, and they kind of put their hand back down.
You should get a pass if you want to go.
We have a different contract. We're required by under oath.
So we spare them. Yeah, because they're just here by circumstance.
We'll save you for last then.
Where is everyone?
God, Duel of the Fates, and I have a lightsaber? Fuck.
Was this your brother or what?
There's a. Oh,
If
shit.
my brother, why brother
Oh
shave?
man.
He just walks. He sprints. Like he gets down for a second. He sprints forward, and he just jumps over Fane.
Lightning bolt.
And he gets a running jump. I need dexterity saving throw from you, Requiem.
All right. 28.
That is a pass. You take half 43.
All right, I will take none.
As he slams into the ground, and the ground cracks underneath you, or underneath where he lands. I need to check. And he just looks at you. You, out of all people, should not be here. I gave you a chance to run.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be here either, by my account.
He is then going to jump into the air. He is 15. He is 20. He's 50 feet off the ground. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong ability. No, he doesn't use that. Fuck it. That's a crit on you for any object save from you.
Okay. All right.
All right, you are not knocked prone. That is a crit on you, so that is a con save from you.
And I will half the damage. My action.
And now he is going to use another thing. He is the tail. It just tried to swipe you, and then it's going to try and wrap around your leg real quick. 26 hits. I need a strength save.
Yep. Nope, that one will fail.
All right, you are pulled towards him, so you're suddenly off the ground.
All right.
You are technically you are restrained against him. You also notice he's not falling to the ground right away.
Yeah.
You're lingering in the air with him. Use that ability. That's all. Yep. That's his turn. Moving on. This person over here. I got to check their movements.
Son of a.
I'm going to need a save. I want a saving throw from Fane. It is going to be a. I gotta check the spell. It's a wisdom saving throw, please, Fane. I know you're good at these, but give me a saving throw.
I could be better.
Says the
That
man who rolled
is
a
actually
21.
a pass.
Okay, good.
Cineres, you're up.
There's a glowy thing up there and I can't get it.
I look at the map again. Zoom out. Oh, let's see here.
Now, you have control of her token, right?
That I do.
Perfect.
So how high off of the ground is he?
15
20
feet.
feet.
20 feet?
I'm gonna say it's 20.
Mm.
I think it's basically because where he's at, he's 20 feet. Yeah, the range of the attack too.
Spells.
There, better version.
Oh, anything good to hit him?
No mythic, but legendary is fine.
What's up?
No mythic, but legendary is fine.
I'll just reduce it down to one legendary. Because she's
legendary,
currently
okay.
not in her empowered state.
Copy that.
Still.
So one legendary. Okay, copy that.
Yep. You can at any point you can choose the legendary. What are you doing, Cineres?
So I'm thinking can't reach him. So I need to go after somebody else or cast a spell at him. But I have very few good single target spells. I don't want to do that. I'll hit Sylvia.
Yeah, might be a
Alright.
good idea to deal with the.
I'm gonna deal with the ads then.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
over here.
not the right one.
Right, and I'm going to cast my spear out. It's my bonus action.
Oh.
Let's attack once. Ugh. Then, as soon as a miss,
Oh, one here.
I roll a nat one. Ruh-roh.
Raggy.
Bot broke. Here, I'll post it for you guys. For some reason, the bot said it
broke.
Here you go. I was gonna try and do this one. You're on your own. The bots are breaking. I'll have to fix it later. Yeah, that's a miss.
All right, second attack then.
I don't know what roll that fucking hit.
Is that it?
Maybe the bot
That's
has
it?
murder.
Jesus.
The secondary thunder damage only applies if it moves.
Okay, so it's 11 damage. Nope. 22 damage?
Excuse me, sorry.
Okay, so is it 11 damage or 22 damage?
Let me read it. So it's
22 damage and then 8 damage if he moves.
Thank you.
I think. Or is it?
So yeah, because 11 slashing, 11 thunder, the 8 is the extra damage if he
Okay.
moves.
All right. Is that all?
Yes, that was all I could do.
Can
Alright,
you
And take away
move
my
away
skill
from him?
points. I mean, I could, but he'd get an opportunity attack.
I was just saying, like, booming blade doesn't really do anything unless you move away.
I mean, sure, why not? I could burn skill slots. How much movement was that? I was over here. I can move there. He misses.
He'll take that 8 damage at the start of his turn because he's gonna move after you. He doesn't realize what the fuck happened. Like, what the fuck? And he's gonna hit you.
Oof.
22. I will shield. I need to take all these spell points away. Hold on.
Don't worry.
And that comes into Aurora.
Okay then. Aurora is going to, seeing that this big boy, Roath, moved up first, and looks like took a sizable chunk out of Sylvia's face, is going to fly, kind of skirting the ground to right there, is what it looks like, kind of with the force of the flight, destroying that chair behind her, and let's see what she'll do. What can she do? She can do a couple things.
So mentioned, Aurora's fear of heights applies only to a certain height, so you can't go above a certain amount. I think it's like 30 feet. I have been writing up for her. She hates anything above 30.
Okay, so
I don't have it on that
okay,
character, but
it-
above
it-
30 feet is when her fear of heights kicks in.
Fear fight. Okay, she's fear. Let's copy that. So yeah, she's just kind of skating the ground right now, not going, still within 5 feet. She will. We're gonna do a multi-tack. Start with the. Let's see. What does this look like? She's gonna like fly up and then gather this sort of because her magic book just kind of looks like this dark swirling energy. Is that right?
Red energy to be exact.
Red energy. Okay, so she's coming up red in the eyes, and she's going to come down, kind of like dunking a basketball of this red concentrated energy, into Roath.
This is why
So
I like having non-control things.
We'll see if it hits first. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, it did work. Okay, but it was that one, so whoop, right into the floor as I imagine he dodges.
Yeah, he just moves he dodges out of the way in time.
And she'll lead that in. She'll at least try and follow it up with the momentum and go in for a melee. It'd be a punch, but I'm gonna flavor it as like a knee. She's going to throw into like his ribs or something. Much better hits. Let's see, how do I do this? So this looks like there's 2 damage profiles on this thing. Reach, 1 hit. Okay, cool. So this is the, if that, imagine that hits, yeah.
Yep, that's it.
So this will be
I don't know
the.
why it's just rolling to me. Is it set to whisper the monster?
Oh,
roll?
it does. It
Yes,
does say 2
it is.
GM.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. It'll,
How do I have that turned? Do I have that turned on somewhere?
yeah.
If you
it should
go
be
on
the
the
top of
stat
sheet.
block, if you're on her stat block, go into D&B on 20 setting on your Chrome.
Okay, beyond 20.
And put on Never Whisper.
Okay. It is on Never Whisper. Hold on.
So that only works on character sheets. If you're rolling it from a D&D beyond NPC sheet, it's always going to whisper. Because
Okay.
you're not the.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if y'all see it. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's up to you. I mean, well, I have it on Never Whisper at the moment, so I don't know how we fix this.
Yeah. So I mean, there are 2 people here that are extremely honest when it comes to the rolls, so it should be good.
I can also see his rolls.
Yeah.
So if y'all are fine with that, I'm telling you what she's doing. So, she started with that basketball, did not lob well, and then hit with a 28 on the knee. Let's do the damage real quick. We'll start with this bit. 20 damage into it, and then it's gonna kind of kick into the ribs, and then it's going to kind of fracture with the red energy, and it's gonna kind of like a recoiling amount of energy is going to push into the ribs for 13 necrotic damage.
Hell yeah.
And those are her actions, looks like.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of limited right now, but 13. All right, moving on. second here. I'm reading something. He is going to use another action. He's going to leap, bring Sylvia with him. Where would he leap to? He is going to choose to leap into Verleana and do a slam attack, bringing Sylvia with him. As he leaps into the air, and he's going to come just slamming down on the Verleana. Like, we're talking his feet are about to hit you.
I don't approve.
This is ignoring reactions, I imagine.
You have an opportunity attack to move.
Okay.
To hit him.
Oh, do I move with him?
Yes, you do.
Yep.
All right.
You're grappled by his tail.
I don't know how multi-attack and that
It's
works.
just
Do
one
I just
attack.
choose one? Okay. I think it makes
I
sense.
believe typically it's just the melee.
So it's just the melee.
punch.
Okay, that works. So as he jumps to the side, he's going to try and back kick, donkey kick backwards in a way at an angle. 25.
Jeez, that's a hit. That's a hit.
And for 19 of that good old brutal, was this bludgeoning for her? Yeah, bludgeoning, and then it'll be
Ryan takes full 40.
necrotic, kicking into again with that red pulse of energy.
Oh shit! It's a. The slam is an AOE. Faith
I
Lucky.
need
I
to
forgot
make
about
it
it. But we'll use it for the future. I forgot about it.
I need to do it anyway. If it's a AoE.
I forgot about it on the first time. I didn't read the full ability, even though I wrote this.
I mean, it isn't a hit. It is just it just says it is a dex save. So I would imagine if.
Yes, but I forgot it's an AOE and it's just a single target AOE.
Oh,
single target save.
Yeah.
The slam.
Okay.
Because he chose to leap, and he has the ability to leap and then do a slam on a target.
All right. Well, I take 0 damage again. Somehow. Oh wait, no, I'm restrained. I think I have disadvantage on dex saves.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, this leads into.
I fail, so I take 20 damage.
Where is this guy?
I think. I'll double check, but just in case, I'll put it there.
He's dashing. Sylvia, you're up.
Yep, disadvantage on dex saving throws. Bonus action, heal myself. For 29. And then bonus action, activate the
Oh, I had always wished her monster rolls on. Maybe that will fix it.
Okay, well this is gonna be funny. Gonna pull out my longbow.
Your con save for your crit you took?
Yes, I did. I rolled nat 20.
Okay.
Well, here's gonna be a fun one. Point blank longbow after steady aim.
Okay.
Just the test roll.
Isn't that a straight roll?
It's a straight roll, yes. So I can still
Yes,
get my
yeah.
sneak attack on it.
Yeah, that hurts. That hits, yeah.
Oh no! Wrong sneak attack is clicked on. Oh well. Did it not go through? It didn't go through. There we go. Total of 36 damage. That was a good sneak attack.
As you go to hit him with the arrow, you just watch as he's going to use an evasive form, and he like leans back as the arrow just zips past him. He just looks at you annoyed.
Okay. You asshole! You can't stop using that against me.
Not my fault. Your aim sucks.
I hit you, you son of a bitch.
Did not.
Oh, real mature.
You did not. And he points the arrow in the distance.
Yeah.
Fane, you're up.
I'm sorry, am I interrupting something here? I can leave.
You'll be leaving in a body bag in a moment here.
Rude.
Well,
All right. And it's Sylvia's turn. You know, with that comment, Verleana, he's gonna look at you. He's gonna sock you across the face with a thundery attack.
Okay, 2 legendary attacks back to back. That's nice.
Yeah.
so now
And
that
Fane, you're up.
my alignment is neutral good. Spirit,
You pass. No, Spirit Gardens.
finally. And I walk towards him. Or I should walk towards him and then do it. I think I haven't added to the thing yet. Hold on. Spirit Guardian is 30 feet. If I'm correct. I'm doing it at
I don't know if Spirit
this
Gardens on my
level?
range. I believe it's the sounds 30 sounds correct.
15. 30 in in total. Whatever.
You want? Is it 15? Okay, yeah, that's gonna do a radius on you.
And he owes me a save, I believe.
What's the save?
Are you? It's a wisdom save. Thank God. There it is.
I need to double check. Oh,
Oh.
if you hit him with
Very nice.
radiant, it seems like it does normal. Doesn't really affect him like it affects him normally, but it's not taking extra.
Okay. And with the Nightfall daggers, I will
Bonus action teleport at someone.
yeah, I'm gonna teleport at this person. Specifically here.
DM, is there any dim light or darkness anywhere in this room?
You can affect the teleport anywhere. The area
Okay.
is pretty much mostly dim light.
Copy that.
It's not fully bright.
Except for now within Fane's area, probably.
No,
yeah,
that doesn't generate light.
Oh, it isn't. It's not technically light. Okay.
Yeah, it's Spirit Guardians, right? They don't
Yeah,
generate
Spirit
light.
Guardian doesn't generate light.
My thing is also like a misty gray, so
Gotcha.
Okay, what else are you doing? Making an attack?
I used my action and my bonus action already.
Okay. Next dude is gonna spend his turn booking it. Simon, you're up.
Okay, Simon, with his haste and movement, is going to move.
It's okay, Robot Simon.
Don't worry,
Okay.
Robot Simon will always
Simon will
help
move
you.
here, and God, fuck you guys. Okay,
The robot has taken over.
so Simon, holding the maul and the shield, you're gonna let them fall down as they float by his side, and reaching out like Ludair when she walks through a portal, he's gonna reach through space and pull out a knife similar to Fane's, covered in electricity, and I'm going to cast Still Wind Strike with using changing
Jeez.
chaos to make it lightning.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
Very nice.
if all right, first attack is going to our Roeth friend. 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so let's see if it rolls damage. That's all lightning. So
I regret to inform you, he seems to be slightly resistant.
the lightning?
Damage still hits. Yes. 27.
Nah, damn.
Still
Good
does a
enough.
shitload of damage.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I'm gonna divide it.
Yeah.
20. Keep going
48
with your shit.
divided
48
by. Yeah.
2, that's
Next.
24.
Yep. Next attack to this Reaver. Gotta.
This dude is just getting ganged up on.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Next
It's
attack.
not personal. If anything, it's a negative personal.
Another 22 to this guy.
He's dead. He has 3 HP. I know you're negative. I know you're. Yeah, he's dead. He's fucking dead.
Yeah. And now to this lady. 24.
That's alright.
Yep. So 44 lightning. Simon appears
Ow.
behind.
Dude just hit him with a Detroit slash.
Yeah. As she feels a knife in her side vanish, Simon's going to raise up the maul, and I'm going to need a dex save from her.
Jesus. Alright, fine.
Yeah, Simon's going all out as the Hammer of Soulweaver comes out. That succeeds.
Jesus.
So she takes half a 35 radiant. Capo's gonna move here. And
Guys, you.
yep, Simon holds it up to her back and says, "No quarter," and blue like fire
Radiant?
rains out.
Lightning.
No, it's radiant.
Thank you.
It's only melee attacks with the. And Capo is going to use bonus action to Capo, Vortex Warp, not Verleana. Which one do we want? You know what? Sylvia's got this. Verleana, I'm gonna Vortex you if you're willing. Where you want to go?
You pick
Away.
the direction. Just pick it up.
I'll pick you right here.
There.
Yeah. Getting you out of arm's reach. If you're cool with it.
Very.
Yep, and
Child.
yep, that's Simon's. That was a good turn. I like that turn.
Oh, he had to do self-experience, didn't he? That's a dex save on him. Or wisdom save?
Wisdom
Cineres.
save.
Yep.
Crit,
Just crit.
on you.
Alright.
Con.
That's not that much.
Pretty shit,
But
but
yeah.
still a con save for injury.
Alright, what's the damage? 8 plus 4.
Or 12.
Alright, con. I do 2 cons because I'm concentrating. So this one's for the crit.
Actually, hold on.
And this one's for my concentration. I'm good.
Verleana, I need a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Is it the charm?
Yes.
I'm immune to charm
Yeah, the form.
because of the Tasha's form.
Oh, I'll move it somewhere else then. Cineres, give me wisdom with advantage.
That's not fair.
Wisdom with advantage. That's fine. 18.
That's pass.
Would you let him in?
That's it. Where's this guy? Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's up there. Verleana, you're up.
All right. Well. Do this real quick. I'll check the level on it. Yeah, I can't hit anyone else with it, but I will hit this guy with Wither and Bloom. Please make me a con save. That is a failure. He would subtract an additional d4, but it's already a fail.
Fane.
Yes, sir.
Do Spirit Guardians take into effect when they enter into it or when they start their turn on it? In it?
I believe it is at the end of their turn.
Okay, I need you to roll the damage. I believe it's a save, right?
It's wisdom
Yes,
save.
wisdom save.
Okay. While Brian's doing that, give me the damage for Spirit Guardians, please. Is 19 fast?
I think it's a 19.
It does, but it just takes half damage.
Okay, I need the damage then.
They
Okay.
take 16 necrotic.
Yep, I already applied that for it.
And I will then be healing.
Alrighty. Then it's the Undead's turn.
Is he still
know-
flying?
He's on the
Or
ground.
is he
right
on
now.
the ground?
He's on the ground.
Okay.
I know she's low.
Ray's gonna take a swipe at her.
Ooh. Con coming up. Con save. That's a failure. That's full 23.
Their hit point max is reduced on the fail.
Yep.
So 23 necrotic and the white.
Double check something. Roaf is going to make the 25 miss, but the 24 will hit.
It's 15 slashing. This is magical.
Mm-hmm. Silver longswords, I imagine so.
And then 34 from all the zombies beating on them.
That is half. That is
And that is everything from me.
already.
After your
Look
turn
at that much
ends,
healing.
Here we go.
Sylvia, you're going to hear in your head because I believe what I'm hearing in here, right? She has telepathy.
Mhm.
Okay. You can hear in your head, Sylvia. You look like you're dying over there. If you need my aid, just ask for it.
I'm perfectly fine.
Alrighty then.
Right here.
Aurora is going to at the end of Verleana's turn. Where do I want to go? It's 30 feet. We're gonna move in a light shimmer of red energy, just kind of from this area and appear right next to Fane, 30 feet away for a legendary action.
Alright, she teleports over.
Probably not good to be in the line.
Alrighty, Roaf's turn is up. I gotta go to his sheet because I'm jumping around everywhere. Where is he?
That's very abysmal healing.
Alrighty, your undead swarms are going to owe me. He's going to use the layer action. Start of the turn. Order. I need a dexterity saving throw from the undead, both zombies and the whites. All of them.
It's all the same.
Okay. Took it together. That is a failure. Using his one use of it. That is 40 force. As a series of astral fists appear and just start pummeling the undead.
Does that wipe him?
No.
I believe it reduces them to half HP, correct?
If it's 40 force damage, you'll bring them down to 133 of 173. So about 3/4. Yeah, because they don't have any resistance to any of that.
And trying to think what he's gonna do here. Alrighty. Using one of his abilities, he is going to move out of the area without provoking opportunity attacks, and he is going to start running up the wall with Sylvia.
No, and even an opportunity attack him for that. That's pretty freaking sick.
And so he's running up the full area, and he's going to leap off it, and he's going to slam down onto the undead with Sylvia, but pointing her head down towards them.
Just getting the invincible treatment out here.
This guy is savage.
Oh,
So the
God.
undead are going to owe me a dexterity saving throw. I'm pretty sure they are going to fail. Then Sylvia, you are going to have disadvantage.
I mean, I had that anyway.
Like 43, as she's just going to slam her into the middle of the swarm.
Ooh, I failed, so I'm only
I almost passed that.
Oh my god.
I failed, so I will take half of that, so 21.
So, okay. As the entire ground within 20 feet of him just cracks heavily. The chairs and tables are just total. The statue's cracking.
You son of a... I can't use that word with you!
That doesn't work on me. We have the same mom.
He's just gonna shake his head. And he is going to... Flurry of Blows is gonna go through. I need to double check it. Where's the...
Okay.
And he's just gonna look at you, Sylvia.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Ow. Ow.
As he's just repeatedly just punching you in the face.
Alright, Constitution save?
Which one brings you down?
So...
I believe the second one does.
So, assuming that the force is only on a failed Constitution save?
The force is applied no matter what. The Constitution saving throw is to not have disadvantage on your next attack or spell. Like it gives you disadvantage on your next thing.
Okay, so in that case...
He's concussing you. You are
in
down
that case,
on the second one.
So let me check if I am down on the second one or if I can stay up by the third. Let's see. So if I have that, it goes down to 13. Take 13, go to 25. I can. If I have the first one, I am still up by the second one. The third one takes me down.
All right, then the fourth one is still going to hit you. That is a automatic death saving fail.
Yep, and 2 more con saves. So I will...
As he is just holding you by your neck as you're just limp.
Yep. And I fail the Constitution save for the second one.
What else you can do?
All right.
Well, Aurora doesn't look like she's going to be able to ask for help.
You know,
Okay.
Nodegard said it, but she literally is getting the invincible treatment at this point.
I need a con saving throw from Simon. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. I need a wisdom.
Alright. I'm going to... Did the bus apply? No, it did not. 1 second.
That's a lot of numbers.
15 and I'll plus 2 genius for 21.
All right, that's a pass.
Alright.
No, she's still gonna stab you.
Alright.
Right button.
Ooh, yep, that barely hits.
Okay, any charisma save, or
Alright.
you have. I should have done this. I did this in the wrong order. Oh well. Your next ability save has a disadvantage.
Alright.
Cineres, you're up. Oh, what I'm gonna do, as this turn ends, is Roaf is gonna keep beating the shit out of Sylvia.
Hold on.
That goes
Hold
through.
on.
How? What? You had a reaction?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
or
she-
the thing.
Fails.
She takes 26 damage.
Dead.
Oh, so none of that went through, did it?
It ended on her turn. It's
Ah.
end.
Okay.
I forgot Spirit Guardians is at the end of their turn, right? I forget what
Yeah,
it
I'm
is.
pretty sure.
I'll check.
Actually, hold on. Let me check what Roaf can do here.
Have it in
No,
the
it starts its turn. So yeah, none of that happened.
Oh, Polygon. Oh,
Oh.
thank Fane. You
Okay.
need to be on top of that.
Well,
Rory
it's
just
because
hand out and reverses time a little bit.
yeah.
Oh, I'm good. My bad.
I swore it was at the end of their turn.
No, enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Yeah.
Well, am I happy to be wrong?
Undead, Aurora, and Fane are going to owe me a strength saving throw. He is purposely putting Sylvia in
Wow.
the way of this.
Y'all see that
Was it-
now?
Jesus. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a crit.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I had to turn.
So Sylvia,
it
like,
was a
he's
monster
holding you by
thing.
your, he's holding you with his tail, and he puts it in the front of this.
Alright.
So that is going to be a straight. That you just take the death save and fail.
I know, but I still have to make a Constitution save for
Oh, you're right.
a crit, which I passed. You still need to roll my previous crit because I failed the last one. I failed one.
Well, save it to the end of the fight then.
Yeah, okay, save it to the end of the fight because if he's gonna use another legendary action, I'm probably down, and I do have to go right now.
No. Perfect.
No.
So have fun.
I
Oh,
forgot
that's-
about that.
Yep.
I won't die, I
Bad.
promise.
No, I'm dead. I am actually dead because he's gonna use another
You'll be
legendary.
alive again, I promise. We need to go get more diamonds, by the way.
I have
Shit.
diamonds.
Does everyone need to
Alright.
go right now? I forgot about this.
I can keep
No, I'm-
going for tonight.
I can keep going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the stream up until
Because
it's,
we could just pause the fight.
Okay, we could do that.
But
Yeah,
I
on a
really
cliffhanger
feel
of-
like we should pause the fight, like him doing the last legendary, like
Of
fist through
stomping
Sylvia.
Sylvia's head in.
Okay. I'm gonna mark down here. Wave damage to be sent.
God, I don't want to stop, but
I mean, it's a
It
good
makes sense.
cliffhanger.
yeah, if Ignis
So-
joins,
All right, and with that, we will call it here for today. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And remember, stay frosty. For those of you watching this in anticipation on YouTube, please like, subscribe, enjoy the video, and ring that notification bell to get more content like this in the future.